just a backseat driver flying undercover. A nice suit and a family name, says he'll make me a star if I just play the game. But that man doesn't know that I am bulletproof. Keep one foot on the sky and a foot on the roof. I'm not doing this to try to make a name. I just like the way it feels on me, the way it looks on me. Still got the fire when you try to be a flood. 'Cause I like the way it feels on me. That little rush.
There's one nice looking plane, isn't it?
Mate, I thought you were just going to be blasting, singing them. You didn't realise you'd not muted yourself. But I'm not going to say nothing.
I have control.
It's his birthday. I'm just going to let him embarrass himself.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. 24th of August, 2023. Means one thing. Manchester Airport live for my birthday. Hello.
Happy birthday, mate.
Thank you, thank you. Welcome, everybody. I mean, it's become Airline's live tradition at this point to do a little bonus show on our birthdays. Did you do one this year, or were you?
I
can't remember now.
was away for my birthday, so I think we did mine a touch early.
Yeah, that was it, yeah. And then I remember the one during lockdown where you had the...
Oh, my lockdown birthday. Yeah, that
you
was
had the flight sim stream.
Did I have two lockdown birthdays? Oh, no, I just had one, didn't I? But I think the second one came really close.
Yeah, I think there were some people who had, like, they were unlucky enough to have two birthdays in lockdown.
Yeah, that's right.
I think you were maybe one of them?
Yeah, I had one, I think. I think the other one was, like, we were just allowed out. So we kind of made the most. I can't remember. Yeah, it was a bit of a blur.
Feels like ages ago. Welcome, everybody. Yes, we're live here at YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, all the good things. Martin is up on the camera right now.
I am. Can I have a nudge on my headphones, Mr. Selector?
Yes.
Just a touch. Thank you very much. Beautiful. That sounds absolutely fantastic.
Amazing. You were just saying that the cloud base is pretty low today.
Yeah, I mean, it was for a second. It seems to have improved ever so slightly since we hit go live, but that A350 a moment ago didn't kind of reveal itself till about now. But yeah, it looks like it may have just been passing clouds, but we'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, we're live again. It felt like just yesterday we were live. Whoa.
Wow.
Thank you to everyone who tuned in yesterday evening for the live show, and we're back live today. We were going to do an evening show today as well, but then I realised that, you know, it would be nice to do things for my birthday that are not just being at the airport.
Where are you going for your meal tonight? Have you decided?
I've not fully decided, but I've got a good idea. But it's going to be around my mum's neighbourhood because she's looking after the said child tonight.
Okay. And what is your idea? I'm curious.
Probably a steakhouse.
Nice.
If I'm honest. Without doxing myself. A local steakhouse.
I want the full address.
Yeah, postcode, phone number. Just kicking off the show, we have a Lufthansa A320 here. Lufthansa Flight 2500 coming in from Munich. A320 Delta Alpha India Whiskey India.
Triples lining up as well. My phone there as well, mate.
Yes, do you want it?
Please. So
Sonny's saying happy birthday, Andy, spending 100. What are them coins called on Twitch? Not bits. No, the channel points, is it?
Oh, yeah, channel points. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we'll enjoy the sound of this Emirates 777 blasting off. First departure of the show.
Audrey saying, can I have a shout out to my granddaughter who got her GCSE results this morning. She's done really well. Proud Nan today. Yeah, congratulations to anyone who's received their GCSE results. Don't worry, guys, the stream hasn't frozen. The triple's just taking its time.
Beautiful start to the show today. We had a bit of support coming in earlier as well. Lee Bracewell, before we went live, sent in a £2.50 donation. Does this work? Oh! Saying happy birthday, Andy. Have a brew. Thank you, Lee. Appreciate it. I'll definitely get one. Might treat myself to a fancy brew today, like a Costa or one of them.
I have to get a breakfast sandwich from the cafe for your birthday.
That's true, actually, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry for the camera, guys. I've noticed the arm on the camera is going to whack the screen, so you're going to have to bear with me.
No stress. And we also had Matt Smith, the man himself, Matt Cam Smith, with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Matt.
Nice one, dude.
Saying happy birthday, Andy, legend of a man. Wow, I'm getting called all sorts today.
Your email. I always forget your email. Type it in there. Yeah, welcome in, everyone. Hope you're all having a good day, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. And thanks, everyone who tuned in yesterday as well. Trying to sort Seb out with a mod. He was crying all night, guys, apparently. But it was an awesome stream, and thanks to everyone who tuned in. Really appreciate it. There you go. Thank you, very glad.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was an awesome show. Looking forward to some more aviation today as well. It's pretty... risky, I'd say, today. It's dry at the moment. We did have rain as we were setting up, but it's hopefully just going to stay a bit like this. Would be nice.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same as yesterday, wasn't it? Like,
yeah,
literally just copy paste the weather. We had like a little dribble of rain yesterday as well, and it wasn't even enough to put the waterproofing on. So, and it looks like.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that's the same today, really.
Was it Control C, Control V? They've just done, I think. But yeah, thank you, Matt. $4.99. Wait, Matt? What could $4.99 get you in Greggs these days? If you were to go to Greggs, you know, £4.99 in your pocket, what would you buy? Is that? I mean, they've gone up in price, haven't they? Like the last couple of years. But yeah.
Well, you've just kindly emailed yourself a little present for me and Jen.
Really?
I didn't want to put the wrong email address in.
That would have been awkward.
I don't think that proves that I've never sent you an email on my personal account because I don't have it.
We're old school. We like to talk face to face, you know.
But that may sway your decision with where you eat tonight. We will see.
Okay, I'll have a look at that soon. And Carl Crawford, another legend of a moderator, with a £5 super chat as well. Thank you, Carl.
Legend. Cheers,
saying happy birthday, Andy. Have a beer. Thank you, and yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody. I've not really spoken much yet to welcome people, but I see William and Evie Aviation's in there too. Jenny Watts is in there, Audrey, Kirsty Gleason, Joan, Fez is in the chat with his red Wookiee badge. I think he's the only red Wookiee in the chat, unless maybe Lee's in there. And then I'll quickly read out Tom and Ann with a £10 donation. Wow, thank you, Tom and Ann, saying small contribution to Andy's birthday meal. There you go. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I forgot Twitch had them little channel point things. Sonny,
yeah, we don't really use them, to be honest. Enrico uses channel points really well, but
does he?
Yeah, I mean, we've just not done anything for it really.
Coming in here, EasyJet Flight 2162 from Amsterdam Schiphol. Golf Echo Zulu Tango Tango on the reg. Tango Tango. It's the Isle of Man plane.
There it is.
Anyone get that reference?
So the landing lights being switched off there as the aircraft vacates the runway, leaving the taxi light on in the nose wheel there.
Awesome views there. The A320 with the classic fenced winglets. And we've got a Mitsubishi CRJ 900 on the roll. Spanish registered from X-Fly. Heading off to Stockholm.
Twitter plane.
X-Fly. I think that's doing a flight on behalf of Scandinavian, and I think, haven't Scandinavian sent CRJs in the past to Manchester?
Yep.
I think they have, along with Lufthansa over the last few years.
Going to be treated to quite a bit of wing fluff today, I think.
It's nice. It's like quite a damp atmosphere today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely. It was pretty cool on that 777 then with the engine as well.
Yeah, seen that. Really, really nice. Martin's up on the camera at the moment. Nice change. I'm happy to go up whenever, but I mean,
well, we'll just
you're doing a great job.
See how we're doing.
Yeah. Chrissy B also with a £5 super chat on YouTube saying, wishing happy birthday, Andy, and a happy 10th wedding anniversary to my hubby Lee. Amazing.
Hey, congrats, guys.
Lufthansa A321 heading off to Frankfurt. Lufthansa flight 9041. Awesome stuff. That plane is 15 years old, so, you know, a little bit older than what you'd see typically here at Manchester. A lot of, obviously, low-costers kind of dominate a lot of Manchester Airport. And generally, the low-costers, especially like Ryanair, they use quite new aircraft, although I guess that's kind of offset by Ryanair UK, which have a little bit of an older fleet, and also Lauda Europe as well. But they're not based here at Manchester, of course.
Here's our next heavy departure. I'll keep an eye on these engines. Twitch crew, if you see anything cool, give it a clip for us. We'd appreciate it, just like that 777 departure.
Yeah.
Probably see the same here, guys. Enjoy this.
I love that Gulf Air livery. And would you call that a special? I mean, I've seen it quite often with that 70 decal on the side of it.
Yeah, I've seen it quite a bit now.
I don't know if it's a special.
If it's a special, it's a regular one.
Yeah, a bit like the white guitar. Is that a special?
Yeah.
And Sonny dropping 5 Airlines Live gifted memberships over on Twitch. Thank you, Sonny. That's really kind of you.
Hey, thank you very much.
Sonny absolutely dominates the Airlines Live Twitch channel these days, so show some love in the Twitch channel for Sonny. Doing a great job as always. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hayden with the £2 as well, saying good morning, you legends. And then we had Nathan Jones with a 1 Airlines Live gifted membership going to David Holland. Thank you, Nathan. Strody with a 9 months of business class saying happy birthday, and Kerry with the 13 months saying keep up the good work, guys. Cheers all. I think that's caught up on the support. And also Sam with a £2 super chat saying big up to you, we're all waiting. Yes, okay, so yeah, big shout out to the Fire guys, and Sam of course, over at Barton Aerodrome. I went over for a, well, she said I want to wish you a happy birthday because we didn't have a good opportunity to chat this morning because Sam gets up pretty early. And I decided not to get up early this morning.
That's code word for Andy was still asleep when Sam left this morning, guys.
Exactly. And she said, I want to wish you a happy birthday properly. So, yeah, I nipped into the office and, you know, we had a coffee. All the Fire guys said happy birthday. So shout out to Josh, Mike and Sai, as well as Sam. goes an EasyJet A320neo. Hotel Papa on the reg. Heading off to Barcelona
already.
Yeah, these clouds are crazy. Stick around, guys, because this is just like constantly evolving on the old cloud front.
Awesome little BizJet, that. Nice livery on that as well. And Sanchez, yo, nice to see you, dude. Returning for 7 months. Saying see you guys on Sunday. Very excited to see the place in person. Hopefully get a pic with the guys. Oh, nice. Are you coming down on Sunday? Awesome, dude.
Yeah, if you come and hang out with us, we'll be here on Sunday.
Yeah, pop over about 1 o'clock if you want when the stream's finished, and we'll grab a picture with you, mate.
Yeah. We always love hanging out with you guys after the show. This Sunday coming, I think I might not be able to stay around for too long. And also, all will be revealed on that front. Something quite special happening on Sunday after the stream.
Oh, I completely forgot then. I was like, what?
Sam saying he's a lazy git. Hey, it's my birthday. I can.
He can be lazy on his birthday.
I can be lazy.
I'm just waiting for it to start raining, guys, and then I'm going to let Andy get soaked on his birthday.
Get dunked. Another aircraft lined up on 2-speed right. There's a Ryanair 737-800 heading off to Malaga. Somebody in the chat asked if they're going to be on dual runway ops today. I think that's from 11. So we'll see the second runway open in the next sort of 40 minutes.
Yeah, we're going to be live till just before 1, I think, today, 1 o'clock-ish.
Yeah.
Bring you the action here for a few hours on this bonus show. And then I'll be heading back to the office to pack the rest of the orders. If you're waiting on caps, they have arrived today, guys. So,
ooh, nice.
Sorry for the delay on those for anyone who's waiting on a cap order.
Hey.
Now we're here.
Yes, Martin is on the camera today. Nice change. Doesn't look too bad.
I think I've worked out some meta, for me at least. I don't know if it works for you, but I'm holding it right near where the head is on the camera.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah,
mate, it is so much smoother.
I don't get how that works, because you think more leverage would be more.
Yeah, but you got to think the further away you are, the smaller the input needed to shake it. Eh?
Yeah.
So if I, you probably see it, chat. So if I hold it there and move it from side to side, just holding it near the camera, but then you come on here and look how easy it is to shift it.
Yeah.
It's much different.
Look
at that. You can't even keep it. And then you put it back to here again. Look how much smoother that is.
I've noticed. I watch LA flights sometimes, and they don't even have an arm on the tripod.
Mate, his is above his head as well, isn't it, sometimes?
Yeah.
And I don't know how he does that for God knows how many hours he does his for.
A big lens as well, like a big 600mm lens just sat
those
there.
Guys are on another level. I don't mind admitting that them guys take it to a new level.
They do.
Let's see if we can see Simon, because I know we are stepping on his stream today. An awesome Manchester content creator, but obviously we are here for Andy's birthday today. So that's the first mound, isn't it? So we go along.
Yep.
See if we can see him. Give him a shout out, guys.
Thank you for all the happy birthday messages in the chat. Somebody asking in the chat earlier as well about ATC, why we don't broadcast ATC, like what you would hear on LA flights and other, let's say, US streamers. Because here in the UK, you can't do that.
There he is.
Give him a wave.
Make sure you give him some love, guys. An awesome Manchester content creator, Simon Lowe. He'll be live all day. So even when we go offline, guys, head over to Simon and watch his stream, because he's going to be here for quite a few hours, I think. We'll give him a cheeky wave. I'm sure he won't be looking this direction, but there we go. We give him a wave.
It was like when we tried to coordinate the wave with Arik the other week, and I think he waved when we weren't looking, and then we waved when he wasn't looking.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Got another executive jet on the runway. It's a Cessna Citation heading off to Brussels, and it's followed by that. Oh, is a Brussels Airlines A320 coming in? It's what you can see on final approach, and it's in the Smurf Special.
Nice.
It's hard to catch the BizJets as is. Little rockets. Thank you for the happy birthdays. Oh yeah, Martin said he sent me a present as well, so I'll look at that after this Smurf. This Smurf's out the way. Someone's smurfing, are they? This is the Smurf special scheme on the Brussels Airlines A320. Not seen this for a good few months now.
Yeah, it'd be nice to catch it head on. If we can get a clip of this Twitch chat, I'd really appreciate that.
Yeah, go for it, guys. Just overshooting the Bravo 1 exit there. I think on another day that would have been exiting ahead of us.
Yeah, I was just about to say, grab my camera, mate, because I've never got a picture of this vacating in front of us, but I guess wasn't needed. Quite cool. I do really like the Brussels specials.
Yeah, I do too.
Look at him running for the loo.
Is it Brussels who do the Tomorrowland special?
Yep.
Yeah, that's really cool, that one.
And there is a Tintin special as well, which is really cool. And underneath the plane, there's some decals as well.
Yeah.
Which is cool. If you catch it rotating a bit early, you can get it.
Paul with a 14 months of premium economy saying, happy birthday, Andy. Thank you, Paul.
Cheers, Paul.
Appreciate it. Yeah, what do you guys think about the Smurf special? Have a look at it. Brussels Airlines. Heading out to Copenhagen was that Scandinavian A320 Neo. And it looks like runway 2 is already open, maybe? A bit early.
Maybe that. Yeah, the EasyJet's holding, isn't it?
Could be.
Is there anything on approach?
No. Not. There's something at the top of the ILS. Yeah, quite a lot of love in the chat for this livery. You guys seem to be enjoying it.
Yeah, I really like it.
Neve saying it's better than the Paw Patrol special that we seen yesterday. Yeah. Quite artistic.
I wonder if that Paw Patrol livery's colours have faded. Because I feel like it could be a lot more punchy.
I think so.
And maybe it probably was when it first got done.
It's just it's a strange addition. I think with Brussels, they're kind of presenting like different works that come from Brussels. So you've got like, is it Bruegel, the artist on the one of the other special liveries, and then you've got Tomorrowland, of course, which is pretty extravagant. I can't remember. Oh, there's a Tintin special, isn't there? Is that that's them who do that as well?
Yeah, Tintin special.
I can't remember any others. I wonder if they have a retro. I doubt it.
So they've got a couple of sort of historic style liveries. Then the Tomorrowland livery.
I wonder what happened to the new livery they had. I've not seen that for a while. You know, the spotty one.
Yeah. Maybe they're just hiding that one away.
Maybe he's just binned it off because everyone hated it. It wasn't as universally loved as some other new liveries. I feel like a lot of airlines have like that pressure, especially the flag carriers, to keep the liveries up to date. But you look at some, like Singapore Airlines, that's like a retro style, but it still looks 10 out of 10. So I wouldn't want them to update it. And I feel like with Iceland Air, maybe there was room for an updated livery, but what they did was completely different, wasn't it? Like, it's almost like a different airline.
Yeah, they really kind of changed things up.
What could be happening here with EasyJet is it could have a long hold to it that leads it into the new runway departure time. I don't know. It's only 25 minutes and we've seen more.
Yikes.
That livery was really cute, saying Ray-K. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I said, I do think that in my opinion, the Tomorrowland one's probably the coolest. I love the Singapore Airlines livery, especially on the 747-400 freighter. Yeah, that does look pretty smart. I think they've been to Heathrow a few times, haven't they?
Sorry, say that again. Which livery was that?
The Singapore on the 747.
Oh, mate. I've seen a few pictures of that retro-looking 74 in Manchester as well, years and years and years ago. And, mate, I was flicking through some old Manchester pictures, and it was just like 7.4s everywhere, mate.
Wow.
It's absolutely incredible.
Oh, yeah, Carl as well, saying the Red Devils livery for Brussels. Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Forgot about that one. That's a really cool one.
Mate, when we first started streaming within the first year, and I'll be the first to admit, I knew enough about aircraft types and stuff, but like liveries and stuff like that was still like relatively new for me, because I'd always been like taking pictures, but I didn't really look too much into what was behind it. And on stream, I said that this was the Manchester United livery. And for the whole show, I did a special for it. I said to catch the Manchester United livery, did a full special, only for everybody in the chat to tell me that it had absolutely nothing to do with Manchester United whatsoever.
Is it because it was called Red Devils?
Red Devils. I just thought it was a Manchester United livery.
Yeah, I get that.
But there you go.
What is the Red Devils another sports ball team? I guess is that like a football team?
Me. I'm not committing myself.
Yeah,
I learned that lesson.
Yeah, people in the chat. Wow, Mark, that's crazy. Okay, so first of all, Airlines Live ATC saying that it is going to hold, and because it's holding for long enough, the runway 2 is going to be open by then. So that's like 25 minutes plus.
Let's go and park over there. We'll see you in half an hour.
And then Mark, and I know this isn't obviously how it works fully, but he's saying that the slot at the moment is in over an hour from now.
That is unbelievable.
But if you can watch our video that Captain Mark explains slot times and why our airline is late, that obviously isn't final. They'll be waiting for the slot to come forward, so it might depart earlier than that.
Where's it going to?
Hurghada, so it's a long flight as well. I'm pretty sure that's the longest flight EasyJet do from Manchester as well. So
it sounds daft, but I think on a longer flight I probably wouldn't mind as much.
Okay.
I think it would wind me up more on a shorter flight, because if you're going to Amsterdam, you could literally be there in the time that you've sat on the runway.
Well, yeah, that happened to us.
Yeah.
we were holding for about an hour. Speaking of Amsterdam, this is coming from Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. Embraer 190, Papa Hotel, Echo Zulu November. KLM City Hopper. That reg, pheasant. Kiwi pheasant. It's also the nickname of the Belgian national team. Right, yeah, that makes sense. I figured it'd be something along those lines.
Yeah, visibility's dropping now as the rain starts coming down. We may have to look at some waterproofing pretty soon.
God, it's just like what is this, like, this weather?
Mate, I cannot believe how unlucky we've been this summer.
My birthday was always like, it was either, because I'd always have like a party on my birthday and always be outside, either levering it down with rain or like a heat wave. There was never any in between. Like,
it's just mad, man. It's like we were like, you know what? When we stream in the winter and it's like snow or like -5, -10 we had last year, and it's like, you know what? It's all right. We got the summer to look forward to. And this year we've just had nothing, have we? And now it's like you're just going into the winter and you just think you've not had a break for a full year of just being absolutely soaked and oh man.
Well, fingers crossed for a nicer September, because that September always has been like okay. So we'll figure that out.
Yeah, if you can grab that waterproofing, mate, because that's that fine rain that gets you soaked.
Yeah. Usually with that, I just grab loads of blue roll and just keep drying the stuff when it accumulates. But yeah, so it's not been too fun for us here in Manchester for the UK in general, right? Like, I think it's the same north and south.
Yeah, we've not had the best of summers this year, folks. It's been a bit of a wet one.
There you go, it's all there for you. If you do want to use, there's blue roll by your feet as well.
I'm just going to zoom out, folks, to get this on because it's getting a bit
grim.
A bit grim on the old camera.
And as Martin does that, Peter Carroll sending in a gifted membership as well on YouTube. Going to Ray K. There you go, Ray K.
What's Seb?
I know, I was thinking that. Is Seb in the chat? Summer lol, yeah. But you only have to go over the English channel to see a complete 180 on the weather. Like, let's have a look now at the weather in, let's say, Amsterdam, which isn't even that far away. Well, to be fair, it's raining there now, allegedly. Similar weather.
What's the pin on this? Oh, you can't tell me on the microphone.
Yeah, it's the same as when you had it, so...
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I must have forgotten what it was when I had it.
Right. Muscle memory. Ow. Right when touch screens.
Was this screen we bought IP rated? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Should be.
But
it's not massively heavy rain. I just wanted to keep it off the camera more than anything.
Yeah, just when it's using me, I usually just wipe it with blue roll every 5 minutes or so. Although an umbrella wouldn't actually be a terrible idea today.
Yeah, Simon's got it settled. Let's have a look at this.
You know what though, right? We've always
pinched some ideas.
We've always strayed away from using umbrellas for our stream setup because here in Manchester, because it's windy all the time, which today it's not for a change. The rain never comes from above, so obviously we've been streaming for like 5 years, and we've always dabbled with umbrellas and stuff, and they never ever work. They just end up being more chaos then.
And they're in the way, and
I'm
just so paranoid about umbrellas. My worst nightmare is something from our setup getting caught by the wind and just yeeting towards the runway.
With Airlines Live branding on it.
I just can't. Like, people have said before, like, oh, you should get yourself like an Airliners Live umbrella so we can see you from south. I'm like, no, I am not having an Airliners Live branded umbrella going into engine number 2. Like, no thanks.
That is very true. We also had a Ko-fi donation as well, so I'll read that out soon. How do I go back to this?
Yeah, visibility has dropped considerably, guys, so far, but hopefully it should clear back up again. We'll see.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just logging into the Ko-fi page to see who has donated. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the show today. Wow, that visibility is wonky,
whack, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure the visibility was better on LA flights when they had that crazy storm the other day.
Yeah.
And that really heavy rain as well. Yeah, that was pretty wild, that.
Take care, Mark. Thanks for tuning in, mate.
Cheers, Mark. Hope you enjoy your you're enjoying your remote. Heading off to Helsinki, the Embraer E190 with Finnair. It is weird. I've never seen this before, where I've seen an EasyJet with a wait so long that it actually is on another runway from the active.
I've not seen that before.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? Pretty confident that it's not going to go out for the next 15 minutes, I suppose. There you go, back in the chat as well. 5G's not behaving.
Yeah, I've had to. If you hold the Wi-Fi and join my hotspot.
Oh, yeah.
I just had to do that for this one up here as well.
Yeah. There we go, back in.
Pleasure, Atlantic A350 from 1000. A350 1000 from Orlando, just approaching Liverpool. Nice, dude.
Nice. We actually, is that now? Yeah. Wow. We actually, when we started the stream, we had GV Lib, which is one of the other Virgin Atlantic A350s, touching down as well. I think we opened the stream and you could see that taxiing, along with the departure of the Emirates triple as well. Pea soup weather it is. It's like, it's just the visibility's whack as a result. Shout out to the Flying Architect as well in the YouTube chat, who's relaying some of the live ATC information to you guys, which is probably the best workaround we can do in regards to, you know, letting you guys know what ATC is talking about. I see you've got your big drink today, Martin. Your big water.
Yeah, and I forgot I had it, and I bought a Lucozade, so.
Oh, there you go. Double the hydration.
I'm doubling up.
You're surrounded by water today.
I know.
From below, from above. There's an aircraft on final approach. Can we even see that? No.
Oh, I can just see it now.
Hopefully this passes to Aer Lingus ATR 72.
We promise.
How is the visibility so bad? Like, it's raining, but it's not like heavy rain.
It's not heavy rain, it's just fine rain.
It's just this, and maybe the clouds have just descended a little bit more. We've streamed in heavy rain before, and you can still see the approach. Well, I think Charlie asking in the chat about that EasyJet that's over on the south runway, even though that runway's not even open yet. It's not running early, it's running late. And when it will be departing, the second runway will be open, is the situation there. So, and that should be in like the next hour. I don't know. Ryanair 737 just touching down. G-Rook, the aircraft that took us to Lanzarote earlier in the year. Is she going to vacate in front of us? I think so. Ryanair UK aircraft coming in from Tenerife South Airport, and Ryanair's flight 1248. She's a 13-year-old aircraft, which I think, if I remember rightly, that's roughly the average age of a Ryanair aircraft these days. Awesome sound there. CFM engines sounding pretty nice. We had a bit of support to catch up on. We have Roy with a €10 super chat. Our friend from across the water saying, buying Andy and Sam a drink with dinner. Happy birthday, Andy. Cheers, Roy. I appreciate you including Sam in that as well. Very kind. And then Harry with a $5 Australian donation too, saying, hey guys, how are you doing today? Also, thanks for the membership, whoever gifted it to me. I don't know, it's probably somebody yesterday. A lot of people gifted memberships. Another aircraft going to vacate ahead of us by the looks of things. This Ryanair coming in from Belfast. Belfast, have they started that route now?
This isn't an instant replay, guys, don't worry.
Belfast, I didn't think they flew. Unless it's a reposition, but it's got a proper flight number and stuff, so maybe they've started that route now. Maybe it's been running for a while and I didn't know. And yes, a donation from Mrs. Clough as well, saying, wishing you a very happy birthday, Andy. Hope Sam is going to spoil you today. Thank you, Mrs. Clough. Appreciate it. I'm sure she will. I've already had a happy birthday from her and all their colleagues as well over at the Barton Aerodrome Fire and Rescue team. And yeah, although she's just started a new job, so she hasn't got a lot of money. She's got some presents for me to open when I get back home. And of course, bing bong for you, Jill, as well. Thank you. Or Mrs. Clough. So just picking up on the ground, we have the Aer Lingus UK A330-300 series. I hope that, well, I mean, that's going to create some ribbons, right?
Yeah, hopefully we get that out on runway 1.
And it
before they
does,
switch.
yeah, it does look like the way the wind is blowing from, it's definitely a bit clearer that way than downwind for us.
I'm not going to touch my screen. I nearly just timed out about 3 people. Just trying to wipe the screen.
I've done that a few times. I've been there before. Don't know how I've never done it. Meanwhile, you got like Owen accidentally timing people out.
Oh, hello. A321.
Ah, wow. Another rare catch. She's heading over to the south runway, looks like. No, turning left. Heading off to the start of 23 right for a departure to Lisbon. And again, it's the EasyJet Europe. It's the only airline subsidiary you see the A321neos for EasyJet here at Manchester. I do think you see them quite often at Gatwick, for example. Obviously a major EasyJet hub, Gatwick is. The Aer Lingus UK is pushing back now over at Terminal 2. If we had MACCAM, we could cut to that.
Flight control check on the 21 now, looking cool. And really, Michael, that's getting to be a bit of a problem, innit, that plane for Boeing, I think.
On the MAX,
Mate,
wow.
if I was them, I'd be scrapping that and just starting again. Just
Yeah.
like, it's damaging the reputation of that company so much.
They're just so far into it, aren't they? Like, they can't
It's like
back out now.
Yeah, it's like when you just like doubling down after doubling down, and it's like, I think literally the best move for them now would just be, look guys, we're just stopping production and we're just gonna look at everything, I think
all
the processes, and just start something new.
Not to get too much into like the business side of it or economics, but I think that is the problem when you've got a business that relies just so much on like the shareholder pressure, pressure from the shareholders, pressure from the executives, and just trying to make as much money as possible. And it's all about just what will be profitable, and rather than, like you said, like they've got to prioritize like longevity, they've got to prioritize like the long game and what's the next big thing. And they're just reusing an old airframe that's how many years old now? Is it like the 60s, is it? So it's a shame. And I'm sure we could all think of ways they could maybe do it better. It reminds me of we watched, did I mention this on the stream? We watched the documentary for that Fire Festival on Netflix. Have you ever seen that?
No, I've not seen it, no.
So have you heard about it? What Fire Festival? So apparently there's another one coming, which is why we watched it. There's news articles about it, and it was this festival where someone bought a private island in the Bahamas for millions and millions, and they hosted a festival on it where and it was very expensive to go, and and they had I can't remember how many. It was 20 or 30,000 people showing up on this private island that couldn't even facilitate a few thousand, and it was just not thought through. But again, they just doubled down. They kept putting more money into it, more trying to think of solutions. We'll get more tents, we'll get more food catering, we'll get more entertainment, and just kept trying to solve it. And it got to the point when they released it, and it was just a complete disaster. They didn't even have enough airplanes to fly people in. Chartering 737s in and getting people to on the island that way. And some of them came by boat, and they didn't have every aspect of it. There was not enough of said thing. So it's good, really good documentary actually on Netflix, about an hour long. Recommend it. Yeah, they're trying to do another Fire Festival. I don't know the ins and outs of that. I'm definitely going to read up on it after this. I seen they've already announced the prices and stuff of the tickets, which you're talking minimum $5,000 for a ticket. Something like that could work. But we had a theory actually, because the guy who ran it, obviously he's a bit of a sketchy dude, I forget the name. Billy, I think his name was. And I think his plan was to, because he immediately after the Fire Festival, and he was on bail, the guy at the time as well, then started emailing all the people who bought tickets, some reserved tickets for Fire Festival, and started trying to scam them. And I think what had happened is, you think about it, he's now got this mailing list of all people who have a lot of money, like 13 or 20,000 people, and then maybe more money than sense, you could say, and then using that to his next thing, It's like the guy's like a compulsive...
Does a rubbish festival and then goes on the yoink.
Yeah, exactly, while he was on bail. So I think he's in prison now, I think. It's like, I mean, what did you expect? I think he's serving like 6 years in federal prison or something insane like that. We had a bit of support coming in. We'll read it out after this special departure, an A321neo with EasyJet here at Manchester, going off to Lisbon, Portugal. Off she goes, the A321neo, EasyJet flight 6728. That Virgin Atlantic A350 should be next touchdown. It's on about 1,300 feet, so should see it soon. Usually you'd have a very clear visual by now.
Yep.
Even yesterday, the weather was a bit better than this. Train and Travel with a £2 super chat on YouTube, saying happy birthday, Andy, enjoy. It's actually the first time donation from Train and Travel. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, mate.
A fairly new VIP. And then Caroline Fisher with a £1.49 super sticker with a cake. I love it. Thank you, Caroline. Hope you're well. It was nice meeting you at the RVP a couple of months ago now. I think it was quite chilly that day as well, I remember. Not much has changed. Yeah, coming in next, Virgin Atlantic's Flight 74, an A350-1000 Airbus super airliner in probably one of the best looking A350s in the sky these days. Switch if you want to give it a clip, you know what to do. Enjoy. Oh, yes. Stopped at the perfect point. Look at that. Size of it. Just about making it around the taxiway there. Exiting 23 right. The gorgeous A350-1000. This plane first registered in August 2021, so it's probably having its birthday soon. I think it's the oldest of the Virgin Atlantic A350s we see here at Manchester. We see 3 of them. And is that the best looking plane you see regularly at Manchester Airport? I think it is. Change my mind, chat. the Airbus A350 is just a 10 out of 10 on the looks. Maybe battling it for first place with the 747, especially in the Virgin scheme as well.
Yeah, it is a nice looking aircraft. Absolutely.
I know Sam I think prefers the A330, and I think that's it's a tough battle. But
the 330 Neo, I'd say, is probably a contender. But
oh yeah.
not the 330. I don't know.
Sam loves the old classic winglets that Airbus had, like on the the A330, and the 747 has similar style as well, which I like it. Charlie saying my birthday's tomorrow. Nice. I think Mel's birthday's tomorrow as well. People were saying in the chat. Happy birthday to you too for tomorrow.
She's 43 tomorrow, isn't she?
Not entirely sure about that. Someone saying on Twitch, Sam's going to spoil you with an extra long stream today. Sadly, I've got obligations after this, but we will be doing a long show on Sunday.
Keep your fingers crossed, chat, for runway 1. Go on, turn left. Turn left.
Slow down.
No, it's going to runway 2.
I think so. That EasyJet's still holding on runway 2 as well. Will we get some ribbon action from this Aer Lingus A330-300 on the taxi out? And John Russell, legend, with a 9.99 super chat, saying happy birthday, Andy. Hopefully see you later. I'm heading to the RVP to catch a family member landing. Awesome, John. The RVP is definitely the place to be if you want to catch somebody landing today, because they're on 2-3s.
Visibility clearing up quite nicely as well.
Yeah, so if they're on the left-hand side of the aircraft, tell them to give you a wave out the window. I suppose if they're on the right side, they can do it while they're on the runway. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. What time are you here, John? Terry Edwards as well, with 18 months of first class. Saying happy birthday, Andy and Melissa, for tomorrow. There you go. Didn't you just upgrade yesterday, was it, to first class? Or did I imagine that? Did I dream that?
Hey, Rocket Wolf, great to see you, mate.
Hello, Rocket Wolf. Thank you for the happy birthday. Got an Aer Lingus ATR about to touch down as well. Flemmo's in the chat as well. You excited for this weekend, Flemmo?
Just a few ribbons for us on that departure.
Indeed. And a loud ATR 72. Two very loud planes, actually. I think, Lingus A330 with them CF6 engines, I think that is like the loudest plane here at Manchester these days. And Holly delved with a $4.99 donation as well, saying happy birthday, Andy, with also the first-time donator as well.
Thank you very much for that.
Rocket Wolf saying Christopher Robin is only a couple of days off from sharing the same birthday as me. Hey, I was only recently, well, this days old when I found out that a lot of people seem to be born in August. Seems to be quite a common birth month. I always grew up, especially in like school and stuff, with like being quite unique being born in August. Because here in the UK, I don't know how common this is across the world, but I think the term for school starts in September. So for those born at like the start of September or mid-September or whatever, they would always be like the oldest in the year, whereas I'm like the youngest. I think I was the youngest in my year, which was not fun for prom, because we had our prom in August, and everyone was 18, bar like me. So people buying me drinks and stuff. Apparently you're going to get a slap off Melissa as well.
Alright, Sandy.
Arriving in the post, Royal Mail. Get the Royal Mail woman to do it for you.
Yeah, used to it.
She'd love it. Nice little executive jet. This is a Cessna Citation, probably the most common of the biz jets we see here in Manchester. The operator is Air Hamburg. German registered aeroplane. Charlie said I was the youngest in my year too. Yeah. But I think I was watching a video actually about sports, and people who are born here in England, for example, in like September, October and all that, are usually the ones who are more sporty in school. And the reason for that is because when you're quite young, especially like in like primary school and stuff, when you're, what we say, like, I don't know, 6, 7 years old, when you're in September, you've actually developed a lot more than someone in August, because you're, good, 9, 10, 11 months older. So in terms of development for kids, like, you're actually more developed physically and mentally, I guess, in some cases. So, usually they end up being the ones who find themselves better at sports and stuff, because they're usually physically stronger and stuff.
What videos are you watching on YouTube? I watch like restoration of like old cars and stuff.
I don't know. Like, it just
you're learning why Steve, who's a month older than you, is better at tennis.
Well, yeah, I needed an excuse. Okay, I've always been rubbish at sports, and I'm born in
YouTube,
August.
please tell me why I'm rubbish at sports, please.
AI, tell me why. Yeah, I do watch some rubbish as well. I'm not just there on the...
The AI just taps you on the head and goes, "Don't worry, mate, you're just a month older."
Yeah. That's why I'm not a cool kid, guys. It's probably why we ended up starting a YouTube channel. And we're not playing for Manchester United. Or the Red Devils of Brussels.
Ooh, dreamy on the taxi out. But then we got a 7.6 following it.
Yeah, Charlie's saying it's normally hot on my birthday. Yeah, same. Likewise. Usually August is like the last heat wave. It's August bank holiday weekend this weekend, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Are we doing anything for it? I don't think so. I mean,
I can't.
You can't?
They've decided that I got a letter on the lamppost outside. Says you're locked in until lunchtime in Eccles, because we decided to put a race on. And there'll be absolutely no road traffic allowed out till 12 o'clock. So they said, "Oh, well, that's good then. Good job I don't have to go to work, isn't it?"
So you definitely agreed to that, didn't you?
Mate,
they didn't just do that on...
It just turned up on the lamppost outside all the streets around near us where me and Jen go walking. There was all these letters everywhere. And it literally just says, there is a race on Bank Holiday Monday around Eccles, and... there'll be absolutely no road traffic allowed out unless in emergencies for emergency vehicles.
Oh, right.
It's like, mate, you can't just like tell everybody they've got to stay in, you know what I mean?
I think something like that happened to the dairy farm I go to, because they had the same. It was like a race, and it was like emergency only, and one of their cows needed like emergency treatment. It's like, oh no, sorry, can't go through for that. It's like, what? It's literally like their livelihood.
It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
John wants to go for a run, so everyone else has got to stay in.
You're all banned from going outside. Can you join in the race? Can you pretend you're part of the race?
No, I just go and sit outside and just lob things.
Live stream it.
Yeah.
And Sandra's in the lead. Oh, Sandra! But Dave's coming up on the inside line.
I might just sit there on the sideline watching him eating a Kit Kat chunky.
Pigging out. Dave's got the slipstream. He needs a pit stop. Martin is providing the Lucozade and giant water bottle.
Sorry guys, I completely missed that Dreamliner departure because I was fixated on this 7.6.
Yeah, I think the 7.6 deserves a spotlight. Has anyone else ever had that kind of shenanigan in their neighbourhood? Sounds like a bit of a nightmare.
So I'm just gonna.
Why do they do these in like suburbs though? Wouldn't it make sense to do them on like a racetrack? Is there not a racetrack they could use?
So I'm just gonna make sure I got something nice in for breakfast and have a lie in.
Yeah.
Is that the buffet is open? Okay guys, buffet is open.
We had a wedding or the hog roast is going.
I can't see anything going on in there.
It's weird, isn't it? Maybe it's just one bloke having a party. Some bloke who parties a lot.
Yeah, that's it, John. Just be proud, mate. You've done your exercise. Walk into Greg's, that's all that counts.
Here we go. 7.6 heading off to Boa Vista. Oh my gosh, that sounded nuts.
Good that, isn't it?
I love the spool-up sound of the 7.6. Like, it screams out. 28767 OBYK, that was the one that was the stealth plane. And the stealth plane is going to go into the clouds pretty early. Most of Trafford is locked down when the Manchester Marathon is on. That just sounds like chaos.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a nuisance. It's like, I get they have to put the events on, but it is a nuisance because obviously for us, we could have got up and done a stream that morning, a bonus show, you know what I mean?
Is it Monday, is it?
Monday, yeah. So
there you go, stream from your bedroom window then, I guess.
Yeah.
Catch some of the Barton traffic flying over your head.
That'll be,
got a Robinson R44 flying overhead.
Taking a day off. 45 likes to 500, folks. If you can click that like button for us, really appreciate it. If you're watching on Twitch, guys, we fell off. If you can help us hit the Twitch sub goal, we'd really appreciate that. Check those Twitch primes, any Oilers, any gifters on Twitch.
Let's stick around because just pinging up now is a Cathay Pacific A350 1000.
Okay.
Pinging up, probably going to be heading back to Hong Kong. Cathay Pacific fly a handful of times per week, I think maybe 4 or 5 times. We actually usually miss them because they don't fly on Sundays or Wednesdays. So, but allegedly, I think that's changing in September.
Good.
To, I think, once daily. So, and I think Cathay Pacific gets a lot of traffic from students travelling back and forth from Hong Kong to the UK. Because I think they are quite well connected in education. I'll stream from my gaff saying that. I bet you get a decent view, though, from yours. One place I've never been is that spot that Matt talks about sometimes that's up in the moors. You know, we got 2-3 right arrivals going over your head.
So when me and Jen went to what's that place we went, Jen? Where is it? Dunham Massey? Or is it Dunham Massey or the other one? There's one of them anyway, and they turn left on from the downwing to the base leg, right over your head.
Wow!
And you can, on a clear day, you can literally watch them do the full approach.
Mate, imagine that on a stream.
Well, I did think it, but it's quite a distance.
Yeah.
And you're literally right up on the top of the hill in the middle of nowhere. But it would be interesting, I reckon, on a clear day, following it all the way in. I would like to find a spot somewhere like that. I think would be really, really cool, just for like a bonus show one day. Yeah,
Liverpool Airport's got a good spot. I've mentioned it a few times. The Tap pub, or the Eastham Ferry in Eastham on the Wirral, and that's the ILS for 09er.
Right.
They're above your head at about 1,100 feet, quite low, and you see them with the gear down, just flying over your head, and yeah, it's pretty decent. It's kind of the equivalent of being at like I don't know, Stockport, maybe not that far away.
Tatton Park, is it that, Chris? It's the one that's got the it used to have the guy in the pond off that TV programme. Big model of him, big country house, and then you got a big walk, and you walk out up to this little small kind of outbuilding on the moors, and yeah, you can watch it go all the way.
One place Sam took me about over a year ago was near Buxton. There's, again, like around the moors there, you can watch them flying in from more of an offset angle, and there's like a lay-by that you can park your car by and watch them flying in.
Nice.
It's nice on in the night time, because you see the strobes and the nav lights as they descend into a nicely lit Manchester airport.
Lime Park, that's it.
Park.
10 points to Kirsty Gleeson.
I'm going to screenshot that message because I'm going to have a look. I'm going to Google it.
Yeah, Lime Park it is.
Lime Park. Maybe would you guys want to see a stream from there? I mean, I don't know what the signal would be like from there. Probably better than Manchester.
It'd have to be a very clear day though, mate. It is.
I guess not too hot.
Of a mission. Yeah, not too hot as well. I think it'd be perfect for like a crisp winter.
Yeah.
Stream, but again, you literally. Sorry guys, I'm just adjusting the waterproof.
Just open your refrigerators.
You got to, yeah. You're gonna have to go up there pretty prepared, because you got absolutely no facilities whatsoever, and you're out in the middle of nowhere. So
yeah, if you need the loo, it's
need the loo.
It's a bush.
They're in the bush, mate. There's no bushes.
There's no bushes.
No, you're just on top of this. Everyone will see you from miles around. I'll be able to zoom into you from here.
So that EasyJet that's heading off to Hurghada, still holding over on the south runway, and that's pretty wild because that's been holding for like an hour.
I would be fuming, mate.
Yeah.
You know, like, and they're doing a flight control checks. It looks like they're going to be going to. This, for me, and I don't know about anybody in the chat, and we don't usually like talking too negatively about airlines on the channel, but I'm just going to be honest with you guys and say this: if I was to ever go on holiday, this would put me off choosing EasyJet as an option for me, because I would not want to be on this plane sitting here for an hour waiting to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it happened to us as well, going to Amsterdam, and we usually pick Jet2 as our go-to for a family holiday. If it's just me by myself, I'm not 100% bothered, but when you've got like a kid with you as well, or if it's a long flight as well, if it's just to Amsterdam, I don't think it's that much of a deal breaker. But this one, going all the way to Hurghada, and it was actually scheduled out at 10:15, which was an hour and 10 minutes ago, and obviously they're still sat there. And I mean, you said it, like, why not just keep them at the gate?
That's what I mean. Just let people be in the turn, like, especially people who are maybe a bit of a nervous flyer as well.
Yeah.
Like, when you get, especially for me, like, I just want to get on the plane and just go. And imagine like you get on the plane and then you just sat there for an hour, just waiting. Like I'd rather be in the terminal.
Yeah, it's a long time.
And just be waiting there and keeping yourself busy and not just sat in your seat.
Apparently the reason why airlines do this, though, is because they get allocated a departure slot. So this one was like 11:41. But ATC, Eurocontrol and stuff do try to slot them in earlier. So what they do is they hold by the runway. So if that earlier slot comes about, they can take it. So in theory, they can leave potentially a bit earlier.
Yeah, but they never do they?
Oh yeah, so yeah.
Know what I mean?
So yeah, they EasyJet just prefer to do that on the taxiway there, and it also frees up the gate, and it also, which is a bit of a naughty tactic, I think, keeps their on-time departure in check as well, because the plane.
Yeah, I definitely think you should be pulled up on this, because I don't. This is definitely a bit of a bend of the rules, isn't it?
Yeah, what I would say is, like, as a customer, you'd be turned off from using them again. So they do have the incentive, but then a lot of these people don't fly that often. You know, they might go away once a year, and you know that's not enough to put you off like just an hour wait. But it is a naughty tactic, I think.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, like I probably wouldn't choose EasyJet.
Yeah,
just for the risk of this happening.
Yeah. From our point of view, we're seeing this all the time. So we're seeing like this is not like just a one-off. Like people on that plane might be like, oh, you know, our plane got delayed by an hour.
Maybe we're just unlucky.
Yeah. But
we see this all the time.
Yeah. Like me personally, I've flown EasyJet like maybe 4 times in the last 2 years or 5, 6, maybe, I don't know. And every time from Manchester, it's had this for me. It does happen with other airlines, though, you know, and sometimes it's out of their control, right? You've got like ATC restrictions and stuff. I think that's the main cause. For me, flying to Skiathos with Jet2 last year, I had a 15-minute wait on the taxiway there, which, you know, it's not the biggest problem. But it is surprising as well, because EasyJet, being a low-coster and stuff, they do tend to utilise their planes a lot. And, you know, you can imagine they probably have quite a tight schedule that needs to be met. But yeah, there's a lot of reasons why they'd be delayed. It's not just they want to be late or, you know, anything like that.
They've been upgraded to wait on the runway now.
Change of view. Yeah, so now they've probably not been cleared to take off yet. But obviously they'll be going anytime now.
Please hold for Liverpool traffic now.
Literally. So I seen in the chat Laurie M joining, saying happy birthday, Andy, and also Joanna as well, saying happy birthday, Andy. Thank you. And Laurie saying, I'm super, where's the message? Claustrophobic, so sitting on the runway for that long time would tip me over the edge unless I was heavily medicated. Yeah, I think the way Sam gets around it is just have a few drinks beforehand.
Yeah, B777, I get that, but how does that explain why it's always EasyJet that's doing this? Like, I get what you're saying that, oh, if they've not got the passengers on the plane, then they're not going to be able to go instantly. I get that. But why is it, like, we see this probably 2 or 3 times a week. You know what I mean? And it's always EasyJet. And they're always holding for like half an hour, 40 minutes, an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. And you don't see it from any other company. You may see, like Andy said, a little short hold on the taxiway somewhere, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, but nothing like this, mate. And it's only EasyJet. So how can it only be affecting them? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, but then on the flip side, you got someone like TUI who have had a lot of delays. Like, they're kind of known. Like, I'll do a Twitter post about like a Dreamliner that we've seen, you know, like a photo, and it'll just get a lot of negative comments saying I flew with TUI and this happened. And they are running late, but they just don't have this thing where they sit on the taxiway. Like, you'll as a passenger, you'll be in the terminal for longer, waiting for the flight, and they'll just go straight out. You don't see TUI often holding.
That's what I mean. I think it comes down to like a customer service thing at the end of the day. Like, it is better for the customers to let them sit in the terminal. Like, I'm absolutely sure of that.
Yeah.
I guess it means you're not going to get an improvement on your slot, but that's just how it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd rather sit in the terminal and know that it's an hour's delay.
Yeah.
Rather than get on the plane and hope for a 45-minute delay.
Yeah, so many benefits.
Usually doesn't come, you know what I mean?
I mean, even down to, like, using the bathroom. Like,
just anything,
they'll have the seatbelt signs on. They might turn them off if they're holding for a while, I guess, because they actually turn off the engine, don't they, sometimes? Yeah, it's probably much better to be at the terminal. I do wish Manchester Airport had, like, a spotting location for people at the terminal, though. That'd be really cool. You know, like a runway view or something. I think Terminal 3 has something vaguely similar. The upstairs of Terminal 3.
See?
Obviously, Terminal...
My point proven. Here's another one. You know what I mean? We just had one now. This guy's waiting there.
Yeah, that's only going to Amsterdam, that one. That's the Tango Tango one that we've seen earlier. And is this worthy of a...
Oh, Seb got one as well. Hey, Seb got one. Laurie, I'll give Andy a T-shirt for you. Send me an email.
That's a good idea. That Laurie with a 10 Airlines Live gifted memberships. Let's give it a bing bong as well. Thank you, Laurie, over on YouTube. Martin Saxton, Billy Perkin, Rado 004 Aviation, Mark Harris, Sean Gannon, John T, Samuel White, and Alt Spotter as well, all getting gifted memberships, and Seb. Well done, Seb. Finally getting gifted a membership after yesterday.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, Triple. That's what I mean, mate. So you're saying there that they're doing it to meet the on-time performance, which they shouldn't be allowed to do.
Yeah.
Because it's just cheating, isn't it?
It is
cheating because you're pushing off and go, yeah, well, we left on time. Well, actually, mate, you sat on the runway for an hour. You know what I mean?
And that's where it does fall into the customer experience realm, because now it's like you're laying that lateness onto the customer rather than the airline.
Yeah.
Because I think you do get compensation if you arrive late. Is it after like 2, 3, maybe 4 hours? But obviously it's not that long. Is Seb in the chat? We get some congratulations in the chat for Seb.
At least he got one finally.
Neve said hallelujah.
To be honest, if he got one yesterday, I was going to play the Mega Bong notification.
Yeah. Congrats, Seb. Thank you, Laurie. We'll get you a T-shirt of your choice. So Laurie, were you there yesterday watching the stream? I feel like you were, but maybe maybe you missed that. So it got to the point where I think it was Barbara was just trying to get Seb gifted a membership because Seb didn't have one, and he talks a lot, right? And he's very involved in the community. And other people started to jump on the bandwagon, and we upped the stakes, and we said if anyone gifts a membership and it goes to Seb, we'll gift them a T-shirt of their choice. So, Laurie, I will bring one with me next month when I see you.
No delay cross for this Iberia Express with the aircraft on short final. We've got it across in time.
Nice to see Iberia. Love the colours of the A320. Echo Charlie, Lima Alpha Alpha on the reg of the airplane heading over to Madrid. Heading from man to mad. It would have done mad man before. That's a 17-year-old airplane. And Lowlander with a £10 donation as well.
Hey, cheers, dude.
Thank you, Lowlander. Very kind of you. Appreciate it. What a sport today. Thank you so much. Wow, Harry, is that real? Saying we had a 3-hour and 3-minute delay from TUI last year, and the compensation they got was 40% of the whole holiday price back. What? That's huge. What?
Oh, that's nice, Laurie. Thanks a lot for that. He'll be buzzing with that.
That is cute, yeah. Thank you, Laurie. Go on then. Still bringing you a hamper of British food items and drinks, though.
We call them delicacies.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what you'd refer to them as.
Baked beans. You know, this time I might bring you. There's a tendency to do. Have you ever had baked beans and sausage, like the tinned ones?
Oh, don't do that.
They're pretty nice.
Need to decide what I'm going to have for my tea tonight.
Baked beans and sausage.
Right, beans and sausage on toast. You know, sometimes you just. You ever had this chat where sometimes you just fancy a really scruffy dinner?
There we go from Copenhagen, A319, EasyJet, both Echo Zulu Delta Lima on the reg.
I'm snapping away quickly for arrivals, guys, hoping for a few ribbons.
Yeah.
We're getting lucky on a few of these arrivals.
The mound's pretty busy today, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
A lot of people out spotting today. Here's a question, though, folks. For those British viewers, I'm going to take a hamper of British foods to Laurie next month, who lives in Dallas in the States. What do I bring her that is
Branston pickle.
That is quintessentially British. The only thing is, I can't take fresh foods because of immigration laws and stuff.
Yeah, Laurie, have some Branston pickle. Make yourself a cheese sarnie and put a bit of that on it. Blow your mind, mate.
And any good suggestions, I'll throw in the box for her. Because I've been bringing things like tea, like PG tips.
Custard creams?
I can't remember what maybe, yeah. Last time I had Cadbury chocolate in there. Baked beans. There's a few other
Heinz tomato soup.
Ah, that's an interesting one.
That is God tier, that.
Henry Weston's as well. I had that last time. Yeah.
Yorkshire pudding.
I think she loved the Westons.
Now, Laurie, they do a flat Westons in a box, which is a bit dangerous because it goes down like apple juice. It's really easy to drink. But they're really nice. But they weigh quite a bit.
Yeah. And if it's alcohol, you've got like a limit of how much you can take. I think it's like a litre, I think.
Oh, really?
Of any kind of alcohol, something like that. Yorkshire Gold, tea bags, Marmite, HP sauce. Do they have HP sauce in the States? I assume not. Not PG Tips, Yorkshire Gold, mate. Okay, I'll do that next time. It's got to be a northern tea, though, right? That's the rule.
You took a Yorkshire tea before?
Yeah, well, that's what I was considering as well. Yeah, Yorkshire brew.
I'll be honest though, we've gone for, I think we're on Tetley at the moment, and actually really enjoying it because we're on Yorkshires for quite a while, but they are quite a bit stronger. And I don't mind a strong brew, but then Jen said, oh, we're going to try Tetley's because she's not that keen on it being too strong. And they're actually really nice.
Spam. Surely they have spam.
Right, so remember when we were talking about this on stream, guys, and you said, oh, you definitely need to try like fried spam on a sandwich or something.
Oh,
and I've never tried spam in my life. The only time I've ever opened a tin of spam was when I was fishing and they didn't have any of the cheap meat in the shop, so I had to buy spam.
Yeah.
I've never eaten it. And we were sorting the cupboards out the other day, guys. It's still in the cupboard. So maybe I need to try it. Maybe I need to try it.
It's just watching you. Every time you open the cupboard, you look at it, you're like...
Looking at it like, bro, I don't trust you.
It's there with the tins of tuna that you never have, like, gathering dust.
Well, I've been treating the boys recently with tins of tuna, and they absolutely go nuts for fresh tuna.
Yeah, that's
like,
good.
They see me going in that cupboard, and they just both jumping up like, wow, I'm your best mate, go on, get us a tuna out of there. And then you get baked beans like, oh, come on, mate, there's tuna there. And literally, because of the times I work and stuff, and Jen works from home, Jen's usually the one feeding the cats. So they tend to like Jen a little bit more than me. And every now and again, I rebuild that relationship with a nice tin of tuna.
There you go.
And they absolutely buzz off it.
It's nice tin tuna.
Yeah, they'll. I've got them also a tin of salmon as well. That's a bit more extravagant. I'm not spending that much usually, but I thought I'll give them a little bit, and I'll do a bit of salmon on a sarnie. Nice bit of salmon mayo with a bit of cucumber on a sarnie, guys. God's sake.
Yeah, that does sound good. I don't think Laurie's a fan of spam, but a lot of good suggestions. Jammy Dodgers.
Yes, jammy Dodgers.
For this though, so when I went to the States, I think I asked Laurie. We were in Walmart, I think, and I said, because you've got like the candy aisle or the candy section, and I was like, what do I buy? Because yeah, you can go, oh, what's the best thing? But you want something that is like they enjoy. So if you go to if an American person went to a British section, right, they wouldn't really know what to get. They've got all sorts of Robinson's fruit juice and.
Isn't it all about Pop-Tarts over there?
I think they like Pop-Tarts, yeah.
Mate, when you go over there, grab us some chocolate Pop-Tart.
Okay, yeah,
I want to try some.
We'll do a hamper, a reverse hamper. We'll do one.
Yeah,
I'll go Walmart.
I'll give you whatever you need to get me what you think's good. Send me an invoice. And, maybe what we can do is we can try some in the office.
Yo, should we do that? Should we get me and Laurie, or Laurie can conduct it?
Yeah.
We'll make a hamper of silly. It's got to be things that you can't get in the UK though.
That's it, Laurie, and we'll do a little VIP video of us trying them. But if you can get some Pop-Tarts that I can share with Jen as well, that'd be good. One
thing I do really want to do though is comparison of UK versus American chocolate. So you've got Cadbury's, Hershey's, and they have Kinder over there, I think.
Nice, Kinder chocolate.
You know, one thing I did have when I was over there last time was a Kinder egg, and they are the most wonky things over there.
Are they?
Because over here, Kinder egg is just an egg with a toy in it.
Yeah.
Over there, it's I think it was in two halves. And you open it, and it's half an egg of chocolate, and then half is a toy, to get around the whole they can't eat the toy and the chocolate rule.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that's about. I think my theory is that chocolate's so bad over there that they can't distinguish between the toy and the chocolate, so they eat both.
John's saying you can get Pop-Tarts over here. I know, but are they the same, though? That's the question, because there are things you can get in the US that you get here, and they're just not the same, but... I was laughing a second ago because Neve put a message in the chat saying, I thought the boys you were referring to were your human mates, and I couldn't get my head around why you were giving your mates tins of tuna. Yeah, Andy, happy birthday, mate. If you check your emails, I bought you 50 tins of tuna.
Yes. Best mate. Tony actually said in the chat, and I thought this, getting sardines, because they're quite cheap, aren't they, sardines? And come in a tin, and they're quite thick and quite meaty. Bit of support to catch up on. I'll real quick rattle it off. We had Sam Donison with a £5 super chat.
Cheers, Sam.
Saying happy birthday, Andy. Have a beer on me when you finish streaming. Nice one. I'll save that till later because I've got a bit of driving to do. Mike Deese with a 2 months of business class saying Laurie, good from VIP. I think Mike got gifted a membership from Laurie. And also David Inman with a 5 Airlines Live gifted membership.
Hey, cheers, mate.
Going to Brent, James Whitaker, Sean, Jamie as well, getting gifted memberships. There's only 4 there. Maybe someone needs to opt in to get the extra one.
Smoked kippers, no, I cannot. So, I love fish, guys. I will try all sorts of fish. I'm fine eating squid, octopus, prawns, mussels, anything like that. Smoked fish, I cannot stand. Kippers, smoked haddock, mate. The smell of that when you're cooking it, you need to move out. I like smoked salmon. I absolutely love smoked salmon, but mate, don't come near me with smoked kippers, smoked haddock. Mate, the smell of that. I remember once going to me granddad's and me nan's down in Devon, and he cooked himself some kippers and it stunk the house out for ages. It was horrible. Not for me. And Jen only really likes white fish, so I can only imagine if I started trying to whip out some smoked kippers at home.
Does she not like salmon?
No, she doesn't like salmon at all.
What?
No, she'll only have white fish.
Oh, okay.
She's really not a big fish person. She was having calamari for a while, but then I think we messed up and didn't change the oil, and it made her really sick. So that kind of like, that's a nail in the coffin for her then.
Logan Air ATR 72 coming in from Newquay. Logan Air Flight 69-4. Also got, you may have seen it, TUI Dreamliner on the taxi out too. Heading off to Veradaro.
Fisher for the tank.
Fisher for the tank.
How are your fish doing?
They're all right. Yeah. Little are they tetras, are they? I think they're called.
Yeah. So I've got some in my tank.
Have you?
Yeah.
Sam got them as like, because they're quite cheap.
Yeah, they're cool.
As little testers to make sure the tank is good. They're like the first wave that are making an appearance. And yeah, we've got a little fish tank in the living room. Some neon tetras.
Yeah, I love my tetras.
Yeah, they are nice.
I've got some. So your tank's really small.
Yeah.
So I've got a little recommendation for you because they're the cutest little things.
Okay.
And they're like miniature. I think they're called dwarf corridoras. And they're like little mini catfish. But the cool thing is about them is they also shoal up with the tetras as well. So a lot of catfish are like bottom-dwelling fish. And Jen's got some big corridors, and we've always had them for ages. And they're always at the bottom. But these little miniature dwarf ones, they will swim up at the top with all the maras. And they're so cool, man. They look like little mini pufferfish.
Yeah.
They're really, really smart little fish.
Yo, that's sick. I think it's worth another... Tony P, I've seen his message saying I've been watching from the start, but in a Teams meeting, jumping on the gift train now and then dropping 10 Airlines Live gifted memberships.
What a legend. Thank you, Tony. Guys, the support on this month's stream has been incredible.
Yeah, wild. Yeah, August has just been insane.
Yeah, thank you, everyone, because like as I said yesterday, we had such a rough month last month. As there will be a video coming out on it.
Yeah, there will.
But Facebook are, I'm going to say that we're pretty confident they're not paying us what they should be paying us, guys. So yeah, it's been a bit of a tight month this month.
Yeah,
but you guys have been absolutely incredible with your support, and that's kind of given us the confidence to carry back on with the projects that we had temporarily put on hold. So thank you very much, everyone, for all your gifties this month.
Yeah. You guys are legends. Also, Flemo gifting an Airlines Live membership as well. Cheers,
Oh,
Flemo.
by the way, so you know that Facebook haven't replied to me in about 4 weeks about this issue.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning to an email. I was like, wow, they finally sorted it out. And it was an auto email saying, we are closing your ticket. If you want extra help, please check these support links.
Nice.
I was like, so I wrote back and I said, what amazing support when a creator is telling you that you're not paying us the money that you should be paying us.
Yeah.
And it wrote back saying, this is an automated response. Your ticket has been shut down and you can no longer reply. I was like, you're unbelievable, Facebook.
Yeah. There we go, just taking off on 2-3 left. 787-8 Dreamliner 2.
So yeah, folks, a full video will be coming to the Airliners Lounge channel.
Yeah.
About this, explaining what we're talking about, and yeah, it's going to be pretty eye-opening. And the reason we're making the video is because we reckon there's probably not just us, there's probably a load of creators on Facebook going through the same as us at the moment, and it doesn't seem, no matter how much we try, and we've even paid for Facebook's premium support, £10 a month, and even with that, we've still not got a resolution. So,
not even close.
And bearing in mind, we believe we're being underpaid by quite a lot of money, guys. Yeah, we're talking thousands, and we're getting absolutely no help from Facebook whatsoever.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. And then Owen Flemo with a $4.99 super chat, and I think he's got Jen's back here because he says, "Fish are friends, not food."
Mate, you won't even eat a steak. You know what I mean?
He's an involuntary vegan. Although you like burgers, don't you? You'll eat a burger.
Nice little air transit. But yeah, as I say, thanks for all your support this month, guys, on the YouTube channel. We are looking to completely move away from Facebook in the medium future for Airliners Live. And your awesome support this month certainly makes it a lot easier to consider doing that.
Yeah, definitely.
Air Transat. Got a little mate up here.
Oh, yeah.
Our kid. All right, mate.
Who's that? What's his name?
You right there, boss?
Is he looking for the party, is he?
All right, mate.
He's just enjoying the view. That Air Transat, actually, A321neo, had the Pride tail on it as well. Yes, thank you for all the happy birthday messages in the chat today. Today is my birthday, so we decided to do a bonus show for you guys. It's kind of like Airliners Live's tradition at this point. Flying Architect saying should bring some Percy pigs. They're alright, aren't they? I don't
rate Percy pigs.
They're alright. They're not like, I wouldn't say they're a British delicacy or anything like that. I think over in the States they do like that kind of, what would you call it? Like candy sweets? I don't know what you call that. Not chocolate.
Yeah, I've never been a sweets kind of guy. Like, I'll have like a Haribo Tangfastic every now and again, but I can't just polish off a bag of sweets. Especially the jelly kind of sweets.
Jelly snakes.
Yeah, for me it's either chocolate, and I don't really have a lot of chocolate, to be honest.
Audrey with the best answer. Bring her a Freddo.
Yes. Yeah. Audrey, yeah, 1,000 IQ.
Yeah, Audrey, that's going in the box. A Freddo. One Freddo traveling to Texas. We'll get a photo of the Freddo in Dealey Plaza.
Turn up Michael Bandy for this.
Pratt Whitney's. Seen a message from Mandalore Ian saying, is that still that Amsterdam flight holding on the south runway? It is. We had another EasyJet to Hurghada that had been holding for like an hour at the start of the show as well.
Move away from it. What does that mean? It just means we don't want to rely on it as a major revenue source for the channel anymore.
Yeah, if you know, we still have a lot of followers, and we're actually live on Facebook right now. Hello, Facebook. We actually have 1.4 million followers on Facebook now, and we don't get anywhere near the level of like interaction and community over there. Our home pretty much these days is like YouTube. Like that's where we kind of put a lot of our eggs into that basket. But we do like to stay on Twitch. We do like to go on to like X, as it's known as, Twitter. TikTok and Instagram, we don't really post that much on there. Although we do have big followings on there too.
Yeah.
You know, if you factor in all our social medias, you know, we have well over 2 million followers. Kieran Scott Thomas with a £4.99 super chat saying, love the live streams, all the best from Chorley. Thank you, Kieran.
Cheers, mate.
I need the bathroom, but real quick, Laurie asking what is a Freddo. Yeah, that was another thing.
You'll find out, Laurie.
Yeah,
no
you'll
cheating.
find out. Yeah, or you can go into yesterday's live stream and have a look. But yeah, stay tuned for that. We can tell you all about it. Be right back.
Are you going to the cafe at the same time?
I mean, I can do if you want.
Mate, grab a couple of sarnies. I'll give you the card.
I've got one actually.
Yeah, you've got the
Magic.
card, haven't you?
Right, BLB.
Good lad. I'll keep the chat entertained. And got Ryanair lining up on the south runway. You guys will have to let me know which destinations we've got, as I'm limited on devices. Mushy peas. Imagine if we took her a tin of mushy peas. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? And Looking 20 USA, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime for 14 months. I like homemade cornflake tart with custard. And keep up the good videos on the live. Yeah, it's not a bad shout. I think, do you have over there, what are they called? Them tarts now, what do we have over here? Gosh, it's gone right out of my head. With the cherry on top, guys. Completely forgotten the name of them. Mr. Kipling makes them. Bakewell tart, yeah, that's it, Mike. Sometimes when you're presenting, guys, you just have a bit of a mental block sometimes, and the simplest things you just cannot remember. But yeah, Laurie, have you had Bakewell tarts over there? Let us know, because if not, they definitely need to go in the basket. Yeah, Tony, and a tin of rice pudding as well. Or a bit of semolina and jam. I used to have semolina when I was in school with jam, and used to stir it all up. And I seem to remember really liking it, but I've not had it since. And I know it's kind of a bit of a meme in it that semolina is absolutely disgusting, but I seem to remember quite liking it when I was a kid. I have to try it again. What is it, chat, actually? Because I just thought it was rice pudding, but it's not, is it? It's different. Today, is it? Another Ryanair taxiing out to the south runway. There's the EasyJet for Amsterdam that's holding still. And Beastie, thank you very much for the £5 donation, saying happy birthday to Andy and have a great day. Thank you very much, Beastie. I'll let him know about that when he gets back. I can't reach the bing bong button, but thank you very much for the support. And Joe's, welcome to Premium Economy membership, brand new Airliners Live member as well. Thank you, dude. Great to have you with us. And Greg tuning in from the other platform. We do exist over here, thanks for streaming, gents. Yeah, I know, Greg. We do love Twitch, but it's so dead, our Twitch channel. The chat's usually really quiet. It's just kind of, we seem to get decent viewer numbers, but we just seem to get very few people talking or very little support on the channel as well, and it does cost us money to stream to Twitch, and we do sometimes wonder if we should just try and get everybody over to YouTube. But we absolutely love Twitch. It's where the channel started out. You know, it's where we kind of built the foundations of Airliners Live, and we're kind of just keeping the Twitch channel going just for the sentiment, really, more than anything at the moment. But I would love to see the Twitch channel sort of really popping off again, but I think we're kind of past those days, unfortunately. Yeah, Sanchez, a lot of people who watch us on Twitch do spend a lot of time lurking, I think. But then it makes it hard, because then obviously we're not interacting too much with the Twitch channel, and they kind of think that we're just not talking to them. Oh, nice, John. Yeah, usually we don't do Friday streams. Semolina is a flour made from durum, is it? So what's that? What's that dessert then? Oh, Q8 landing next. Nice. Big shout out to all the mods as well, helping out this week. And don't forget, folks, next week we're doing 2 days again Wednesday and Thursday. And Thursday will be a longer show as well. So make sure you tuned in. And Thursday will be the last late evening stream here from the RVP. Alan Rogers, yes, Seb finally received a gifted membership. I don't know, chat. I've not heard of that. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I just remember something called semolina or something like that. I'll have to Google it, see if I can find it. It was like a kids' school dinner thing. Gonna break away from this EasyJet 'cause we've got eyes on now with the Kuwait. Yeah, that's it. Semolina school dinner pudding. Yeah, there it is. Mate, that was it. Yeah, there it is. And you put a bit of jam in it and then you got to stir it in. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of looks like rice pudding, guys. Who in the chat is going to be buying the Lego Concorde? And how much is it? I've not got space for one, I don't think. Mandy, you know it. That was it, Mandy. You just had to mix it up until it went pink. That's it. That's the one. Oh, I mean, remote stopped working. There we go. Sorry, guys. I've got a little remote here that controls the zoom of the camera, and this one must need replacing soon, I think. Beautiful 330 Neo. For those who are new to the channel or relatively new to plane spotting, you'll see the standard 330s, but these 330 Neos, you can tell by these wingtips and also the much larger engines. And Kuwait currently operating them regularly into Manchester. A stunning aircraft. I absolutely love the 330 Neo. And apparently Kuwait just reported poor braking action on the runway. Really? Interesting. Airlines Live ATC in the chat. And Reike, welcome in, saying, throwing you guys onto my TV. Good night, everyone. It's 4 in the morning here. Wow, Reike, thanks for tuning in super early on the channel. Good morning to you. Lego Concorde, about 170 quid, Addy, really? That is a lot, innit? For essentially something that's just going to be sat on your shelf. Used to call it frog spawn, did you? Jeez. I think we had it good, guys. I was 1990s, and I think we had probably the best school dinners. Just before Jamie Oliver sorted it all out and made everyone do it healthy, we had the good, unhealthy school dinners. So quiet. Oh really, Audrey? Turkey Twizzlers. So my kind of like go-to school dinner, guys. Let me know in the chat what your sort of favourite school dinner was. For me, it was... So they used to have these big massive trays, right? And they used to make a big cheese and onion pie in the tray. Big long oblong trays, and used to get a slice, and I always used to try and get the dinner lady to put me 2 slices on, but she never would. So you'd have homemade cheese and onion, I don't know if it was homemade actually, but it was in a tray anyway. Cheese onion pie, potato smiley faces, baked beans, and then a slab of cake with pink custard on. Sponge cake and pink custard for dessert. That was it, guys. Do you have spam fritters or fish and chip Fridays, says Chris. A pizza slice, chips, beans and a cream donut, really? Turkey drummers, yeah, turkey drummers were good, Liam, yeah. Chocolate sponge and pink custard, mate, that was it, wasn't it? Everyone had that. Yeah, everyone had that one. Pizza slice, yeah, that's a popular one, isn't it? Oh, sound. Pink custard. Oh, here we are, another 3:30 on the taxi out, folks. See some ribbons shortly. I have 0 good memories of school dinners. When were you having school dinners, or what year? Really, Mark? Mate, if I was the moderator, I'd be dishing myself up a few extras there. Yeah, shepherd's pie was another good one, Jenny. Yeah, you're right, actually. They did used to use an ice cream scoop, didn't they? You know what? That is something that, now you've said it, you've just, like, unlocked a load of memories for me there. Yes, I remember that. That is mad. I remember that now. No way, as if... Isn't it mad when someone says something at chat and you'd completely forgotten about something? Yeah, ice cream scoop. Used to click it and then it used to just come out in a nice little dome on your plate. Turkey drumsticks were definitely another good one. Brussels Smurf special on the way out, and A330 Virgin Atlantic next to depart on the south side, not hanging around actually. Yeah, you're right, Mike. I was lucky in school as well because one of the dinner ladies, this is in secondary school, not primary school, one of the dinner ladies was my mate's mum. So we used to go to... I'll tell you in a sec.
I was just in time to catch that.
Nice. But yeah, I was just quickly saying the one of the dinner ladies was my mate's mum. So
right.
we used to get really lucky because in my high school there wasn't just one dinner hall, you had like 2 or 3 different ones, and one of the ones was like a little cabin outside, so if you didn't want to go and sit in, they had kind of like takeout kind of food in there, and you could kind of like have your lunch outside with your mates. And she used to look after that one, and there was only her in there. So when there was about 15 minutes left of dinner, and kind of everyone had already bought by then, me and Grant used to go in there, and she used to just sort us out with the leftover chicken burgers. And we used to just get 3 extra chicken burgers, so a massive shout out to Grant's mum. Because we used to buzz off that. You used to get like a cheeky extra chicken burger at the end of lunch. And she wasn't bothered. She used to just sort us out.
Coming in from Alicante is this A320 Neo. This EasyJet with the sharklets there. EasyJet flight 2278. There's a KLM Embraer 190 heading out to Amsterdam Schiphol Airport on the south runway. Fezen, who we've seen coming in earlier. A lot of planes pinging up on the ground at the moment. Singapore Airlines A350-900 on the taxi out. Hainan A330 pinging up. QH just arrived.
Hey Seb, you finally got gifted a membership.
Yes, and also a T-shirt as well, courtesy of Laurie, who, if you remember from yesterday, we were saying that whoever gifts you a membership gets a T-shirt. So we said to Laurie, we'll send you the T-shirt, Laurie, and then she said, no, send it to Seb instead.
So there you go, mate. Pick yourself a T-shirt from the merch store and we'll get it out to you.
Back in the 70s, it was corn dogs, tater tots, orange sorbet mixed with vanilla ice cream.
Really? That sounds posh, that.
That does sound posh.
We were just discussing primary school dinners and how I was saying that I think in the 90s we had it good, you know, just before they made it healthy.
Yeah, I was in the healthy crowd, I was.
Oh,
but
was you?
I never had school dinners, though. We were too poor for that.
I think I don't know if we paid for ours. I'm not sure.
They had like a scheme, didn't they? Like a free school dinners thing for those, but we couldn't even get that. We were like, I think the income was too high from our like family, but also we had a lot of bills and stuff to pay, so we had no money and no free school meals. So I used to just have tuna butties. No school closures for snow or heating. We never had them. Because I went to school on the Wirral, and it very rarely snows there. Because it's maybe it's because it's so close to the water, I don't know. We only had, in my entire school life, one school closure because of snow. And it wasn't even a full day, it was a half day. But I think here in the UK, they close schools quite easily, like literally like a few inches of snow. Whereas you got like some countries in Europe where it's pretty wild. Like I have a friend from Russia who grew up in Moscow, or actually grew up in the Ural Mountains, where it was like ridiculously cold. And he said that in the winter, some days he'd walk to school in negative 30 degrees C. Wouldn't get that in the UK.
No.
Yeah, the network's been a bit intermittent at the moment.
Is it?
Even across 3 networks. It's not terrible. So, apologies if it goes a little bit pixelated here and there. It seems like it's up and down. And Kieran Scott Thomas joining business class, brand new VIP. Thank you, dude.
Hey, thank you, mate.
I seen you sent a donation earlier, didn't you, dude? You had a dinner ticket at school. Did you have that, or did you have to pay cash? I remember it being cash when I was there.
No, we didn't. I didn't take any cash. No. Must have been paid for. If they paid for it, it must have been done.
Yeah.
Through them somehow. I don't know.
Oh, that's right. My school had like a card, like a prepaid card.
In high school,
that was
we
it.
used to have to pay cash.
Yeah.
But in primary school, it was all sorted out.
Yeah, we had like a dinner card. It was like a debit card that you prepaid.
Right.
Pretty wonky. Yeah, thank you, Margaret. Would you like me to send an Uber Eats to you? No, we're good. Thank you, Margaret.
Thank you very much. Andy's just done the Uber Eats run to the cafe, actually.
Yeah, I am the Uber Eats now.
So we've got a nice sausage and bacon sarnie, which I'll be taking a bite of in between the movements.
Yeah. P.S. My T-shirt came yesterday and the old man loves it. Awesome.
Nice.
Glad to hear it. We did announce yesterday during the live show the newest merch item on the website, which is a pre-order item. So it's arriving in a couple of weeks to us. And it is the brand new Airliners Live travel mugs, which are insulated. And so they are going to keep your hot drinks hot and your cold drinks cold through the warm summer days that we don't have. But mainly in the cold days, you can have a nice warm brew. So it's year-round usefulness is there.
And laser engraved with the Airliners Live logo. They're going to start shipping out at the end of September when we get back from our break. So if you want to save yourself £1 on the price and make sure you get yours on the first shipment, go over to the website and place your pre-orders now. We had a huge amount come through yesterday, guys. So they are selling quite fast.
Yep.
One of my jobs today actually is to go through those and tag up the pre-orders. Tony used to sell his and then go to the chicken. Little entrepreneur there, Tony.
A donation coming in from Graham Hill. Sent in a £10 donation, saying happy birthday, Andy. You and Sam have a drink on me, my friend. Cheers, Graham.
Cheers, Graham. Thanks a lot for that.
We'll do that this evening. I've still not read out what Martin's present is yet. Not actually looked.
Oh yeah, it might alter your plan. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. I'll pull it up now.
I feel like it's been really hyped up now.
60p a week in the 70s for school dinners. Wow, how the world's changed. I remember my dad showing me his pay slip from like the 70s or the 80s, can't remember, and it was like 20 quid a week he was getting
Really?
paid. And you think of that, like,
Mate, I used to do a paper round every day, and it was like 45 houses or something,
yeah,
and I got £8.50 a week.
wow.
And the guy in the paper shop was 1,000 IQ, because the first thing he did when he hired you was he said, what we can do is we can set up an account in the shop, and you can get some sweets for your paper round, and you can just pay it off at the end of the week. So you always used to just go in there, end up getting some malwams, and you come to the end of the week and you'd have about £3 because you just spent it all on sweets while you're doing your paper round.
Yeah.
So he'd literally just got like such a massive discount on a terrible wage already. Singapore's still holding. The KLM's finally moving. I think the Singapore will go next. Or maybe they'll get the Ryanair out.
Yeah, the KLM finally moving. I think because it was on the runway, I think it had clearance for departure. It was just waiting for the takeoff.
Right.
Clearance, maybe some traffic holding it up. But yeah, I've got the gift voucher you sent me. Thank you very much, Martin. Appreciate that. That's very kind. For Miller and Carter. Yo.
There you go.
So yeah, me and Sam are we're going out for a meal tonight, and we were tempted to go to the local steakhouse around my mum's, but there is a Miller and Carter about 20 minutes away from there, so that's perfect, maybe 15. So yeah, guys, I'll be taking full advantage of that tonight. Thank you, Martin.
Enjoy. I've got a mouthful of sandwich, but
it's from Martin and Jen, actually. So cheers, Martin and Jen. We'll get some pictures of that. Yeah, so the Singapore Airlines A350 is holding short of runway 23 left. There is a Ryanair on that runway at the moment. Just G-Rook going back out. This we're looking at now is a Turkish Airlines A330 heading back to Istanbul. And the Hainan A330 is pushing back at the moment.
yeah, it's not somewhere I've tried before, but I know you said it's pretty good there. You need to give it a good go.
Yeah, you should.
Singapore's still holding. Maybe it's not ready yet.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Miller and Carter, it's a chain of steakhouses in the UK, and I've only been there a handful of times in my life, but it's not super expensive for what you get. It's decent quality.
Yeah, we finish at about 1. Just mute my mic. Yeah, we'll be done at about 1 o'clock.
But yeah, so Miller and Carter's nationwide chain of steakhouses, and it's pretty good. It's not too expensive.
Okay, I'm back.
As you know, I'm quite the eater of the steak.
I spotted Simon earlier. Yeah, we'll give you a quick zoom in on him, guys. Another awesome Manchester content creator. I'm sure he'll be live well after we're done today. There he is. Putting a graft in. Simon Lowe. If you want to Google that, search that on YouTube. He'll be bringing you some aviation action as well. Probably for the rest of the day. Ryanair just going now. You don't want to see that really, do you? You're just going to stand in the way. Turkish Airlines A330 on the roll. Wow, look at that.
Nice early rotation there.
Yeah, perfect. And Singapore now lining up.
Tina saying, when I left school, my weekly wage was £7 a week, and my first car was a minivan. I could fill it up for 50p.
Ah, no way.
Mate, how the world's changed.
That's nuts, that.
Yeah. Sarah saying, happy birthday, Andy. Thank you. And also seen Alison is in the chat now. Alison Bowers.
So, chat, I don't know if I've been living under a rock, right, or whether I've just imagined this, but when did a tin of corned beef cost like £2.50 or what? What did it cost, Jen, when we looked for it the other day? Because me and Jen were like, oh, what do we fancy for dinner? And it'd been a bit chilly, so Jen makes a really good, like, corned beef hash. I said, oh, just get corned beef hash and we can have, like, some sarnies with the leftover corned beef. And she said, have you seen the price of a tin of corned beef here? And I can't remember exactly what it was. Hopefully Jen will type it in, but it was something crazy. But wasn't it nearly £3 or something, Jen?
Eesh.
And let's not mess about. Corned beef isn't like the best quality, is it? Meat.
A380 is running rather late. It'll be touching down at about 1 o'clock, which is actually quite good for us because that'll be roughly when we wrap up the show today.
Yeah, there you go. Nearly £3 for a small tin of corned beef. When did corned beef cost £3?
Yeah, at that point, you just better just buy fresh meat.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
A pack of minced beef would be like £2.50 in some supermarkets.
Yeah, it sounds extravagant, but because we mainly wanted it for sandwiches anyway, I said, you know what, Jen? I said, if you just double that, you can probably buy yourself like a beef roasting joint.
Yeah, exactly.
And just slice that up, and you probably got more meat and better quality meat as well.
Yeah.
For what it would have cost for like 2 tins of corned beef.
Corned beef is ridiculously expensive.
Why don't?
A tin of it. I've never bought a tin of it. I always buy the sliced stuff. It's quite nice.
Oh, Simon just zoomed in on us. Oh, I missed him. He probably saw me chewing me sandwich.
Guys, I know, I was going to say tell them to do it again, but there's a Singapore Airlines A350 on the runway, so maybe don't do it now.
Legend.
Corned beef sandwich mustard sounds good. Even in Aldi, Mac 1 saying a £2.9. Even that's quite pricey, isn't it, for just kind of a cheap tin of meat?
Because it's just supposed to be like nuclear meat, isn't it? It's just supposed to...
Like Spam. You can buy tinned gammon as well. I've seen that before. That's probably quite gnarly.
Oh, my nan used to do chopped ham and pork. I'm good.
Do you still need a tin opener to open it? I think you do, don't you? Like usually.
You do if they lose the little key thing that comes with it.
Ring pull.
But yeah, it just blew my mind. I don't know, like maybe it's cost that much for a while, but I don't remember it being that expensive. I kind of thought that was one of those items that, you know, was like really cost effective, and especially for like dinners like corned beef hash and stuff that kind of get you by when you need to.
Yeah, because like I buy minced meat usually from like the butchers or supermarket, and that's well cheaper than that.
Yeah,
it's like that's fresh meat. Or as you call it in the States, ground beef. So yeah, there's been a lot of the holdings on the south runway. I don't know what's going on, whether it is Liverpool traffic or whatnot. I mean, there is an aircraft just turning on the base leg at Liverpool Airport now. Should be clear of that by the time this gets airborne. Yeah, it is a nice sound. The A350 uses Rolls-Royce Trent XWB engines. It's manufactured here in the UK, and the wings of the aircraft are manufactured in the UK also, in North Wales. We should see soon taxiing out the Hainan A330, one of our favourite liveries at Manchester.
No, I've never tried tripe, and I don't think I ever will. I think I'm quite happy leaving that one out.
Yeah, it's about how much inflation affects things.
Yeah.
Mark saying in the 70s you could buy a pint of milk and a glass bottle and a loaf of bread for 20p. I guess people are getting paid more these days as well to match that, but that's a whole different kettle of fish, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think I saw a video though about, I think it was something like, and this isn't exact, guys, so don't bust my balls here, but I'm pretty sure they were saying back in the day to buy a house, it was like, I can't remember the exact thing, I'm going to mess it up, but I think it was something silly like double your year's wage or something along those lines. Whereas now the wages has gone up, but it's something ridiculous, like 10 times your year's wage.
Yeah.
Even though wages have gone up. So to try and get a house these days is just crazy.
Yeah,
me and Jen have been looking, because we're still renting.
Yeah.
And the house prices, especially where we need to live for work and stuff, you're looking 350,000 for a house. You think, where has anyone got that? You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Simon Lowe zoomed in again, apparently.
Oh, right, let's zoom in on each other, guys. I'm going to wave at him, and he can... I feel like the guy's trying really hard, and I keep missing it.
I've got a stream on anyway, but he's looking at the Hainan at the moment.
Right, okay.
Tell him to give us a wave.
Right, we'll wave at him. I'll sacrifice the Hainan.
Yeah, before the Hainan goes out, let's do it. My first house cost 800 quid. What?
That is
a phone costs more than that these days. I think my mum paid in the early 2000s, which isn't even that long ago, like 60 grand for a house, and it's probably worth over $250,000 now.
Crazy, isn't it? There's a man on, you see him waving. Legend. Yes, got him.
Nice.
Ice G88, not for a little while yet, probably October time. Yeah, probably October.
Is that the morning?
Yeah.
Morning stream on Wednesday. Yeah, we're going to try and work a way to do an evening stream in September, because and I know you guys seem to really enjoy the evening action at Manchester on the Wednesday. And between that and the Sunday show, it means we get 2 different time slots as well.
Yeah. Simon wants a cake throwing over.
Bit of birthday cake.
Oh, legend. Yeah, it is cool to see the sort of Manchester creators working together. I know obviously Simon and Arek are 2 really friendly guys.
They are. Not had a chat with them for a while. I've not been filming over there for a while, but hopefully that'll return in September.
Awesome.
Love
Mega departure.
Yep. Hainan A330 heading back to Beijing. Also got Logan Air, ATR 72 on the runway 2. Going to be next to take off. And on a taxi out too. Got a TUI Dreamliner as well.
I'll let you read David's comment out. I like that one, David. That's good, that.
Apparently I've been sending out emails asking people, I think I know what this is going to be, to come back and look at my tinned meat collection. If you get such a message from me, don't open it. It's spam. It's like going into your junk mail, is it? Flagged as spam.
Yeah. Hey, Mark, it's not saying I can't afford to buy it. I'm saying I'm surprised at how much it costs.
For a house?
No, for corned beef. I'm not
very different.
Don't
pricing.
worry, I'm not struggling that much. I'm just saying that I think the price of it is absolutely ridiculous. that's the point I was making.
It is a lot in it.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was like it like when you look at like minced beef, which you can get for like £2.50. It's like why would you buy that?
You're saying you're about 6 seconds behind Simon. Yeah, because we go through a restreaming platform before it gets to YouTube. So that's probably where the delay's coming in.
Yeah, but thank you, Simon, for the shout out. Happy birthday, saying he said to me, and appreciate it. Yeah, I've not been on Southside for a good few weeks. With it being the kids' summer holidays and all that, everything changing, I've been very busy. So in September, we'll get back to Southside, maybe do some streams. But I mainly want to get back to doing some filming that. My partner, Sam, she's still undergoing her training at Barton Aerodrome. Member of the fire and rescue team. She's the only female there as well. And she's doing an amazing job. They're actually really impressed. And she was doing like response time training yesterday where she had to, I think it's 3 minutes. So they've got if there's an emergency on site, they've got 3 minutes to get prepared from wherever they are on the airfield, get in full, firefighting gear, and then at the scene of the incident within 3 minutes.
Mate, I'd be in the toilet or something when the call comes in.
Yeah. Andy, you can't make corned beef hash with minced meat. Oh yeah, sounds nicer. Yeah, there is this TUI Dreamliner on the taxi out, heading off to Punta Cana in Mexico. 787-8 Dreamliner TUI Hotel on the reg. And also got, wow, just pushed back, folks. And an Airbus A350 1000 with Virgin Atlantic. It's the aircraft that came in right at the start of the show, heading back off to Orlando. We also had a big membership gift from Chester Mike, who dropped 5 Airliners Live memberships.
Thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. Cheers, dude.
Craig, Deborah, Fred Flintstone, Holly O'Hara, and Richard Drinkwater all getting gifted memberships by moderator Chester Mike. It's called Bunker Gear, Andy. Nice. Yeah, she. I think I put a picture in the mod shot, didn't I, of her in a full gear. Ooh, Jet 2757 just touched down from Ibiza. Golf Lima Sierra Alpha Juliet. It's the plane that took us back from Zakynthos last year, actually. LSAJ. One of the older Jet 275s, 33 years young. Yeah, lovely sound. Rolls-Royce engines. Yeah, apologies for the network issues today, folks. We are running on 3 different networks, and all 3 appear to be running a little bit slow today. Let's have a look. See if I can resolve this. I think it looks better already. Just moving that to there. There goes the TUI Dreamliner, heading up to Punta Cana. This show is going to end at a really, really nice conclusion. This is a bonus show today. We don't normally stream on Thursdays for my birthday. Thank you for the birthday wishes in the chat. We're off to collect the child. We're going to spend an hour or 2 together. Sam's got some presents for me, and then we are out for a meal, which is courtesy of Martin. Got me a present for a voucher at Miller and Carter, so I'm sure I'll get some photos in the VIP lounge for that. Yeah, the picture should be better now. Actually, I've just made a slight adjustment and it's improved massively. Allegedly. Shout out to Martin as well, who's been on the camera for today's show.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
Yeah, done a good job.
It's a bit of fresh air.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye open. Are we looking on the 380?
Yeah, so that is not far away at all. We've got, first of all, the Qatar Airways 777-300 coming in, and that's just turning onto the base leg now. That's followed by the Saudia 787 Dreamliner in the Riyadh season 2021 special, and then that's followed not far behind. The second after that is the Emirates A380, so that's less than 20 minutes away, probably 15.
Nice.
So yeah, wow, this is going to be like a really nice end to the bonus show today. If you're new, let us know in the chat. Feel free to say hello if you are relatively new, if you found us today or you found us recently.
And thanks for tuning in, everyone, today. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that like button on YouTube as well. It helps us out a lot.
And cheers to everyone dual watching, both us and Simon. Appreciate that a lot.
Our next stream is on Sunday, and we'll go for the early start again on Sunday. So live about 8:45 in the morning, pretty much as early as we can possibly get here at the Runway Visitor Park. And then we're on till about 1. And then something special coming after the Sunday show. Maybe live, maybe not. We'll let you know.
Some grass cutting going on up at the stand 50 end of the airfield. You can see the grass being cut there, and then off to the left is the what you'd usually call a snow plough, but that's got a system on it that will help clear any grass off the taxiway. They're a multi-use vehicle.
Yeah, I think it's important to an airport to keep the grass at a relatively short length to prevent things like wildlife building up within the grass. And obviously wildlife and an airport, never a good combination. Stop, birds from nesting or whatever you have, rabbits and such. I know Sam's very busy at Barton Aerodrome because it's actually the fire and rescue team who also do a lot of the maintenance at Barton. And they will do things like grass cutting as well. And also, because it's a grass runway, they need to keep repainting the taxiways, repainting the runway numbers and stuff quite often.
So what sort of day-to-day stuff is she doing then? Because obviously, thankfully, there's not really any accidents and stuff very regularly.
Yeah, so they are quite busy. I mean, it seems like they are more busy than what you'd see at, like, maybe Manchester Airport's fire team, because at Manchester Airport, you'd have these designated different roles where you've got, like, the plough, you've got the grass cutters, you've got the fire team. At Barton, they're kind of doing all that themselves. Yeah, they're quite busy. I mean, they do a lot of refueling as well. So, like, obviously, Barton is home to the Manchester heliport as well. So they're always getting, like, corporate helis in, private owners and things like that. So they're pretty busy with that. General maintenance around the park, around the airfield. Obviously, training as well. Fire response training. And just general, there's quite a lot of things, really. It's not like they're sat around all day.
Yeah, I think
chilling.
that's what makes that job, like, interesting in my point of view.
Yeah, because they'll also operate, like, the tanker, for example, the refuel truck.
Yeah.
So sometimes there's certain clients who will need to use that. Obviously, we know that military aircraft use that as well, because it's loaded with Jet A fuel. So that'll be, like, we've had Ospreys in this week. I think Gazelles use them. But yeah, it doesn't look like a slow job at all, and she loves it. She's always around driving the Land Rover they've got, which is Fire 2, I think that is.
Nice.
Which is the second Fire vehicle. And they've got Fire 1 and Ranger 1 as well. Coming in now is the Qatar Airways 777-300 ER. We'll have to get Sam on the show, though, won't we? And she can
explain what's going on.
Yeah, and just give us an update. But the Airliners Live newsletter, that's coming out next week on the Airliners Live website. We'll have a little section for Sam's update, I guess.
Should do the first one of those on the 1st of the month. We'll try and get them out each month for you guys as well.
Yeah.
P1, I'm actually pretty excited for it, dude. Wish them all the luck in the world. See an iconic airline back.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about that much yesterday, but we don't really know much about it. We are in a process of securing an interview with the team. And there she goes, the Virgin Atlantic A350, departing off to Orlando. And just arrived is the Qatar Airways 777-300ER. Also got on final approach the Saudia Dreamliner coming in from Jeddah in a special scheme as well. That is number 2 to land behind a Cessna Citation. Yeah, Matt saying when I see a Monarch liveried aircraft through my camera lens taking off, then I'll believe it. Yeah. It's exciting.
Lean out. At least it's possible, though.
Yeah.
That's the way to look at it. They're giving it a go, which is good.
Yeah. Awesome shot. We love seeing the triples at Manchester Airport. And the legend that is John Russell has apparently arrived at the RBP.
Oh, has he?
The owner of the world record for the longest wave on airliner's live history. You have to give us a wave today. Tradition, right, John?
How are you, John?
What flight is it you're looking for as well, dude? I know you're here to see some family arriving. Yeah, have you got a fluorescent waistcoat? That was funny. Good times. Little Cessna Citation in here. It's probably the 3rd citation we've seen on today's show. Maybe there's something going on. Not a lot of info about this, though. Not a lot of info at all. Seems to have arrived from Frankfurt Hahn Airport. Just looking at the trail on radar. Lovely sound there. Here's the Saudi special as well. Yeah, maybe something to do with football. Quite a cool scheme there. Special livery and a special catch for today. Why are there still airplanes without winglets? Too expensive. I thought it saved significant amounts of fuel. It is expensive, and you have to have the... it's an investment at the end of the day, you know. So some airlines might not have the capital or might not have the reason to invest in said winglets. You know, like with the Jet 2757s, for example, you might not have the funds to retrofit, and also the justification to go ahead with that investment, because you know they might not be around for much longer. So yeah. And there's only certain aircraft that even retrofit them, and some newer airliners don't even have winglets. You know, look at the Dreamliner. That compensates for the fuel saving in other parts of kind of the 3D wing design, using composite materials and modern manufacturing techniques to produce a very efficient wing.
Take care, Ian. Thanks for tuning in, dude.
See ya. Also had Andy Taylor with a 4 months of premium economy, saying happy birthday, Andy. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, apologies for the stream lag, folks. It's up and down.
So weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I got 3 networks going, but it's weird how it's just gone downhill a lot recently. But it's what it is. We do have a potential fix that we might be bringing to you soon as well, so yeah, stay tuned for that. And at the top of the ILS right now is the Emirates A380. Should be seeing that touching down in the next few minutes. Landing here is Ryanair UK from Alicante. Golf Romeo Uniform Kilo Lima on the reg. There's a lot of planes moving at the moment. Oh. Emirates A380 next to land. King of the skies, touching down.
Oh, that come down with a pump.
Kylie saying happy birthday from, how do you say that word? Somewhere in New South Wales, Australia. Wollongong? Wollongong? Never heard of that place before. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, the Emirates A380 just landing here at Manchester Airport in awesome style and...
That should help, yeah, it's got full 5G.
Yeah. And a bit of a bump as well on the landing.
Yeah, it really came down with a bit of a wallop.
Let's catch the king taxiing in, shall we? Thank you all for the happy birthdays as well, folks. Like I said, I'm off to enjoy the rest of my birthday with loved ones, but we'll be back on Sunday. The next live stream on the channel will be Saturday from 8 p.m. UK time, and I'll be Henry live from Vancouver, Canada.
Yeah, we'd encourage you, as many of you as you can, to tune into those streams, guys. Viewership has been quite low on the Canada streams, and if you want the Vancouver streams to continue, then please do tune into those. Show your support. Henry does put on a really good show. We'd really appreciate you tuning into that Saturday night, 8 p.m.
Saturday night live.
Yeah. Is there room to move that encoder onto here, and I can put that on the roof?
No, it's right where it is. Nice, Kylie. Saying I got it right. What an awesome view. We do have the Cathay Pacific going to take off soon, so we might as well catch that. She's just about to enter 23 left, the departure runway heading back to Hong Kong. It's a Airbus A350 1000. It's Ryanair about to touch down, coming in from Palma de Mallorca. It's a 737 MAX 8200 Echo India Golf Foxtrot on the reg. She's actually brand new, only delivered in January. Yeah, it's great views here at the runway visitor park. Everything you're seeing here is very similar to what the guests see. We're right in the middle of the park here. If you're coming on down, bring a camping chair with you.
Thanks, Rachel. Glad you've enjoyed it.
There's no airport at Wollongong, but there is Albion. There is at Albion Park. Man, Australia's such a big country, though. Like, you could be so far from an airport in that country. Appreciate it, folks. This weekend is a bank holiday weekend in the UK. Has anyone got any plans for going away somewhere? Or got anything booked in? I don't think we have. I think we just got the Sunday show and that's it. But myself and Martin are away in September for a week and a half. So... And next week is the last week of the evening shows at the RVP as they are at the moment. So what we're going to do, folks, is on Wednesday we're going to do the regular show from 4 p.m. And then on Thursday, we don't know what time we're going to start yet, but I think we're going to do a bit of an extended evening show to celebrate the last day of the RVP being open till 7 p.m. Or 8 p.m, isn't it?
8, yeah.
Obviously, we usually wrap between 7 and half 7, depending on the aeroplanes. That's the airport.
Nice, Harry. Have a great time, mate.
Yeah, sorry, you like your military bases, don't you? Says he's off to Lakenheath. I really want to get back to Coningsby at some point. I love it there. Absolutely love the Typhoons. And you can get so close to them there. And there she goes, the Cathay Pacific A350. Annika, good morning, good afternoon. Hello to you. Matt Smith saying, looking forward to my week off, poggers. Are you off next week? What? Very fortunate guy. Yeah, when we visit Coningsby, we usually make a trip to Lincoln as well, city. It's a gorgeous little city.
Hey, if you're off next week, Matt, we'll have to try and get some pictures from top of the car park if it's a nice weather day at some point.
Get it booked. Nice weather day. What's that?
Anything that's not raining at the moment.
I know we don't normally do one more plane, but there is an Egypt Air at 1,800 feet on final approach.
Nice.
So might as well wrap on that because I do like seeing that. And she's a little bit early today as well. Usually comes in at past. It's only 10 past now, so almost 20 minutes early.
Oh, Trucker Dylan, mate, we're just about to go offline. Thank you very much for the raid of 195 viewers.
Wow.
Oh, my days. Thank you very much,
should we
mate.
hit the button? Let's hit the button. Beams.
Thank you very much, mate, for the massive raid. We are just about to go offline very shortly, guys, but if you do love aviation, make sure you follow the channel. We also stream on YouTube in 4K, so search for Airliners Live on YouTube. Hope you had a great stream, mate. Hope you had a good shift at work as well.
Yeah. Here we go. Short final. Moon. Saying a gorgeous livery on Egypt Air. I really, really like this livery. I am crossing everything I've got that they upgrade this to a slightly larger aircraft at some point, but
yeah,
I've mentioned it on the stream before. I think the next biggest plane they have is the A330-300. So obviously the capacity upgrade from a 737-800 to that is quite big. So there's no kind of stepping stone in between, like we see with the like Air Transat or Q8.
You have to wait at the factory for 6 to 7 hours. What are they putting on, mate?
That's correct.
That is a long wait, that. It's not the EasyJet factory, is it?
You have to hold short. Good to see you, dude, in the chat. Appreciate the raid.
Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot. Oops, sorry, guys.
Yeah, here we have the Egypt Air 737-800. What do you think in the chat of this livery? It's a pretty new addition to Manchester Airport.
I like it. I think it's really good.
I love the tail. I don't know why. That black to blue gradient. Operating a direct service from Cairo to Manchester, a 737 Boeing airliner. Sierra Uniform Golf Echo Golf on the reg. Going in a little bit early today. We see this sometimes on our live shows. I think they fly most days of the week, Manchester. But there we go. I think we'll wrap it there, folks. Just wrapping up the show now, a little bit longer than we expected. It's just a bonus show today as well, so completely impromptu and here to celebrate my birthday. It's become a bit of a tradition to celebrate birthdays on the live streams.
Thanks to everyone who's tuned in today. Hope you've enjoyed it. As Andy said, we'll be back live Saturday from Vancouver, Canada at 8 p.m. Make sure you tune into that, folks. Come and show Henry some support. That'll be on our YouTube channel in 4K. In 1080, sorry. From Vancouver, Canada. We'll be back live in 4K on Sunday at 8:45, bringing you all the action here from Manchester. But happy birthday to Brownbill.
Thank you. Yes.
And glad to spend a bit of time here on your birthday. Had a good little bonus stream.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
And we'll wrap it after this Egypt Air, guys. Thanks for all of the support. If Enrico's live, can we send Enrico a raid on Twitch? Just be aware, guys, he is not PG in the slightest, so just bear that in mind. But we do love Enrico, so if he's on, go and watch some CS.
Yeah, and thank you again, Trucker Dylan, for sending, 195 viewers to our channel?
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it, dude.
Thank you. Yeah, hit subscribe on YouTube, give us a follow, hit the bell icon to get notifications as to when we go live.
And Impy just dropped 5 gifted memberships on the Twitch channel.
Oh my gosh. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time. See ya.
Cheers, guys.
I'll use it faces, but they're always the same. Say they'll make you a star if you'll just sign